Thanks, Miniature Primo. You're the tops, man. Now, if you heard him, then that means you need to take a screenshot right now because you have teams in this and you have the break number. And maybe, I don't know, something happens and you have to get up and walk away and not see the break. You're going to want to have that, okay? So take a screenshot. Then all replays are over on YouTube. 238 Cards on YouTube is where it's at. Our first break of the day is full. I'm going to drop the same exact break in there right now. It looks like the number updated. It'll be the other half of this case. And that's just the way it's going to be, folks. That's the way it's going to be. Give me 1 second. If you missed out on your team in this, this is going to be your chance at getting them on this go-round. It is, hang on, it's going a little slow. It's going a little slow. All right, it's taking its good old time. What up, Lurple? The same exact break is in the shop. It is pinned at the bottom of your screen. Here, I'm going to unpin it and pin it back so you can see it clearly. There it is. All right, folks, no more jibber jabbering. It's rip time on a Sunday morn. Let's just see who be chilling. All right, let's get y'all down here real quick. Let's have some fun, folks. Good luck. Here we go. All right. We're starting out with Topps Chrome Black, then we'll do a couple of Cosmic, then we'll do the other Topps Chrome Black and end with Cosmic, okay? All right, okay, all right, okay. Identical break is pinned at the bottom of your screen, and that's where it's at until it's not. All right. Micah Parsons, Jordan James Egbuka base. We've got Colston Loveland out of 150 going to E. Milla. We have A.J. Brown and Breece Hall. Our first pack of the day. Not terrible, not too bad. It's actually a pretty good pack. Let's see what pack number 2 has in store for us. It could be Kyle McCord, could be a one-on-one. You never know. All right, you just never know. Nico Collins, Brock Bowers, Tyler Shuck base, Jaden Higgins. Out of 99, it's Achan Jr. for the Jags and Rashee Rice. Jaden, you're on the board. And here, let me take care of Shuck here, too. I can't help it, K-Stover. He shows up in every break that's ever happened, ever, in the history of ever. Just scroll to another break, and if they're ripping, you'll see a Kyle McCord. All right, what's chilling in here? Emptiness. Good luck. It is a rookie. It is a Raider. It is out of 150, 37 out of 150. Ashton Genty to get the morning started, and our first deed of the day has arrived. Kev K, that's your deed.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
Cosmic time. No, it's the same break. The only difference is that it's the other half of this Cosmic case. That's what's in the shop. And two of the Topps Chrome Black. Nada. Empty. All right, Cosmic. Be our friend. Be our guest. Be our guest. Cook, Swift, Jackson Smith, and Birch. Chilling and ripping and chilling and ripping and chilling and chilling and ripping never was so easy. What's up, Jakob? Hill, Henry, Calvin Ridley out of 199, and Mr. Kaiser. Hey, Trev, good morning. We got Justin Fields, DK Metcalf, Jaden Daniels on the light speed, and Jalen Milroe. On a Sunday morning at that, Jakob. Tell them, Kim. Tell them all. Let them know. People need to know. Hertz, Smith, Gunnar Helm, and Love. I see you, Mo. Good luck. Aaron Jones, Rico Dowdle, Trey McBride, and Will Campbell. C.J. Stroud, T.J. Watt, Cortland Sutton on the nucleus, and an Egbuka base. Bo Nix, Jerry Jeudy, Jackson Smith, and Jaden Higgins. And we got 4 more hobbies sitting right over to my right here. Caleb, Pitts, Sweat, Tyleek. Jordan Love, J.J. McCarthy, Aiden Hutchinson, and Maxwell Hairston. Dexter Lawrence, Brock Purdy, Myles Garrett on the refractor, and Dylan Gabriel. These just look good. Oh, bye. Nico Collins, Patty Surtain, Stephon Diggs, and Barron. Is this the white hole box or something chilling? Huh? What? Primo asked a question. Bijan, Tua, Smith and Jigba, and Norman Lott. Gonzalez and Hall, Jettas and Jackson. Pearsall, Evans, Rogers, and Nolan. Samuel, Jefferson, Pickens, and Demetrius Knight. Dak Prescott, Bryce Young, Jalen Hurts, and Tyler Warren. Trey Benson, Jalen Waddle, Calvin Ridley out of 99, and Thornton. So 2 numbered Calvin Ridleys in this box. Oh, something better be chilling. Or Jobu, you're going to get it. But the Titans are hitting early. Just like they did yesterday. Achane, Johnson, Luther Burden, and Shuck. Williams, Irvin, Herbie, and Williams. Are we even going to get a white hole? Come on now. All right, I was about to say, last pack, numbered Starfractor, Connerly, Bowers and Genty, good luck. And it's the Gibby team. Drake London, first on print out of 25 for the Falcons. Congratulations, Derek. You got the best card in that box.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
Meatloaf they have. Yes, they sure have. And I appreciate it when they do. Okay. 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 Empty. Clax, you guys know that's not real, right? You guys know that that's digital, right? Because y'all are starting to scare me. I think y'all think that that's a real person. It's not. Lamar Jackson, Jones, Sweat, and Hamilton. George Pickens, Justin Jefferson, Xavier Worthy, and Abdul Carter. Terry McLaurin, Derwin James Jr., Derrick Henry, and Mimbu. Lisa, come on now. Come on now, Lisa. Drake May, Malik Neighbors, Stingley, and Morrison. Goddard, Darnold, Horn, and Lane. He's not, Arkham. He's not. I know it's a lot to take in. I'm sorry. Pollard, Crosby, McCaffrey, and Belton. Bank, we're just doing breaks. There is no queue. I'm not doing personals or anything. Achan, Sutton, Moore, and Booker. Now, there's stuff you can buy in the shop that can be shipped to you if you want to do that. Gibbs, Garrett, Kittle, and Graham. Or maybe, did you ever think about this? Maybe Digital Primo is the real one, and the one you're watching right now is a hologram. Did you ever think about that? Did you ever think about that? Flowers, Robinson, Brees Hall on the white hole, and Colston Loveland. Bank, I answered that question. Are you listening? There is no queue. There's no queue. It's a break. All right, bet. Tua, Christian Gonzalez, Mahomes and Kelsey, and Xavier Watts. Hall, Taylor, Tavondre Sweat, and Tate Ratledge. Oh, he might. I don't know. Pearsall, Evans, Thomas, and Ewers. Debo Samuel, Nico Collins, Nakua, and Jackson Dart Base. Surtain, Prescott, London, and Howard. Probably no baseball today, Kaysen. Young, Benson, Darnold, and Sanders. Hey, I need y'all to focus, okay? You guys you've lost focus. There's a break going on right now. If you want to see Deej, you need to pay attention to it, all right? Right now, it's like, well, hey, what's going on? What's that? Is the floor? What's the cue? What do you mean he's not real? Hey, pay attention. Thank you. Achan, Johnson, Parson, and Burden. No, that's not what I said, Arkham. I said if you don't get a team, then that's what's going to happen. And then you got a team, so everybody's safe. Kamara, Baker Mayfield out of 150. Speaking of a team that you have, and Ollie Gordon. Dustin, question of the day is, what is actually wrong with Arkham? What do we actually think is wrong with Arkham? Irvin, CJ Stroud, Drake May, and Darius Alexander. Bo Nix, Jerry Jeudy, Sanker, and Harmon. Caleb Williams, Pitts, Mahomes, and Taylor. So there's the white hole box. So you know from this point on, whether it be these next two boxes or the four that we're going to do in the next one, the white hole box is gone. It was right there. We just opened it. All right, Topps Chrome Black. Art, if that's what you wanted me to say, then, no, I didn't. But, to each their own, Art. Hear the things you want to hear. It's okay. You're an adult. You can do those things. Michael Pittman Jr., Colston Loveland, Abdul Carter, Derek Stingley out of 99, Higgins and Cook. Gibbs, Burrow, Judkins, Golden, Cam Ward out of 299, and Marvin Harrison Jr. Hey, look, the Titans are hitting again. They did this all day yesterday, too. Encased card. Looking blue. 11 out of 299, Chuba Hubbard. 4. The Panthers going to bruh.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
Empty. All right, get ready. Get ready. Now the fun begins. One more after this, Titletown. Empty. And then the same exact breaks pinned at the bottom of your screen. It's the other half of this case. And 2 more Topps Chrome Black. Jackson, Jones, Horn, and Grant. James Jr., May, Travis Hunter, and Jack Besh. That's right, G-Mo. That's right. Malik Neighbors, Dallas Goddard, Cortland Sutton, my bad, and Caleb Johnson. I'm catching strays in the chat today. That's fine. It's okay. All right? It's fine. It's not fine. Stop it. Sam Darnold, Tony Pollard, Travis Kelce, and Gunnar Helm. Crosby, Taylor out of 50. Lad McConkey on the auto for the Chargers. That's challenge accepted. Acha.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
And Mike Green. There you go, challenge accepted. A little deed. Achan, Gibbs, McLaurin, and Achan. Pickens, Nakua for them San Francisco 49ers, 50 out of 50. Nice hit, Steve. There's you a nice PC card. Look at that. Look at that. Last on print, too. Yeah, that's a deed.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
And Donovan. I see you, Angry Golfer. Oh, I sees you. Garrett, Flowers, Egbuka, and Woody Marks. Bijan, Tua, Kamara, Terrence Ferguson. Oh, that's nice. Gonzalez, Hall, Gibbs and Montgomery, and a Kyle Williams to boot. Evans, Samuel, Barkley, and Arroyo. And some of these cards will be top-loaded after the fact. I'll get the good stuff, though. Jettas, Collins, Walker, and Caldwell. Patrick Surtain, Prescott, Cam Wood, and Josh Simmons. Where them Ravens at? Oh, where them Ravens at? Bryce Young, Trey Benson, Zay Flowers on the refractor, and Travis Hunter. No, the question of the day was not what's wrong with Arkham. I just felt like I had to take a dig at him real quick, okay? And it's okay. We're allowed to do that. But the real question of the day is when you went on a field trip as a kid, what was the snack or the treat that you wanted in your packed lunch? What was the treat that you expected and requested to be in there? I will, MB. Goobers. A.J. Brown, Landon Jackson, and Jahad Campbell. Goldfish, a deed. Fruit roll-ups. Ooh, I forgot about them. Arkham, I don't even think we got we didn't even get an answer from Arkham. Arkham didn't ask for snacks. He just he was just like, whatever, it's fine. Give me just make sure there's something to drink in there. H.N. Johnson, Chase, and Matthew Golden. The metal can of chocolate pudding. Mandy, I don't know about that one. Arkham was bucking Red Bulls when he was 8. Wonks, I break MLB almost every day. Williams, Helm out of 150, and Swessinger. Fruit Block Sours. Uh-oh. B knows what he knows a thing or two. Irvin, McLaurin, Malik Neighbors, and Landon Jackson. CJ Stroud, Bo Nix, Mike Green for the Ravens on the refractor, and Billy Bowman Jr. A lot of people saying Gushers. We got a lot of Gushers fans out there. Yoo-hoo for the W. Judy, Williams, Murray and Mayfield, and Shamar Stewart. All right, one box left. The final box. Oh, dude, I forgot all about Grandma's. I forgot about those. Now, I wouldn't have selected that. That wouldn't have been my pick, but I forgot those existed. We had those at school. The Grandma's cookies. Most of the people that got those, I don't know why. I never did it, but they went and put them in the microwave. They put them in the microwave and then they murked them. Last box magic. That's empty. There's nothing in there. I don't think I'm aware of Dunkaroos. I don't know if I've ever had a Dunkaroo. I don't. What is it, like graham cracker and something? Like, I don't think I've ever had a Dunkaroo. I've had Pop Rocks though. Bijan, Tua, Tyler Warren, and Omarion Hampton. Christian Gonzalez, Drake London out of 75. It is James Cook for the Bills, going to Mr. Joshua K. And Ingram Dawkins. Reed, nope, nothing of stature. Not to this point, anyways. We got this last box here, though. We ain't done yet. Now, Shuck showed up at base version a couple of times. Hall, Pearsall, J-Mo, Jonas Sanker. Mike Evans, Samuel, Travion for the Panthers, and Makuba. Oreos is always a good choice. Jettas, Collins, Waddle, and Eamon Worry. Jalen Hurts, Geno Smith, Nico Collins, and Malachi Moore. Barbecue Pringles. I was always cheddar for Pringles, or just regular, I guess. All right, out of 75 on the insert for the Falcons. Are the Gibby teams eating today? Out of 75, Drake London. There's you another Drake London. Jonathan Taylor and Pat Bryant. Sam Darnold, Pollard, Caleb Williams, and Monungai. Crosby, I did baseball yesterday and the day before, and then the day before Wonks, and then I did baseball the day before as well. Achan, Coleman, and Scorton. Now, I don't have a plan of doing it today, but I do baseball almost every single day, right around noon. Gibbs, Pickens, Scattaboo, and Starks. Yeah, all card ship, Mo. All card ship. Garrett, Flowers, Bijan, Falcons are eating, and Noel. I think Hubbard's to $2.99. Caden. So Wonks, I'm on every day. Now at night you probably won't see very much baseball, but I'm on every day, Tuesday through Sunday, starting at 7 o'clock Central, right here on 238 Cards. Somewhere in the afternoon, I usually throw baseball up, unless I've absolutely ran through all of it, which sometimes happens. Sometimes we'll get a new product and we'll do a whole bunch of it and it'll be gone. But other than that, I do baseball. Jones, Njoku, Ellick for the Titans, and Upton, Stout. Dowdle, Jackson, Garrett, and Ellick. 7 a.m. Central. I usually start with football, Wonks, and then we work our way into baseball in the afternoon. And I do other stuff too. I'll do WWE. I'll do, we'll probably do a Marvel break today. Jones, Derwin James Jr., Tua Tagovailoa Raviolis, and Jalen Royals. Haven't seen the planet yet. May, Neighbors, Ward and Williams, and Tootin. Oh, there's Vikings cards, just not one on the stand, unfortunately. Pitts, Love, Kelsey, and Carter. McCarthy, Lawrence, Herbert, and Tesla. Purdy, Cook, Thomas, and JT. First break of the day here, Wonks. Swift, Hill, Jacobs, and Harris. Did we get 2 white hole boxes in this case? I don't see anything shiny in this pack. I don't even look. I don't even know what to say. Hey, look. Hang on. We ain't going out like that. So the first thing I'm going to say is that if you're not getting a team in the next break, you probably should. Because something probably insanely nasty is hanging out in that box. I don't know what, but seeing those 2 boxes makes me think that's going to be the case. But this is from me to you, just because. Why not? This is a Phoenix 2024 H2, and this is for you guys. All right. Good luck. Empty. Now remember, this is 24. This is 2024. Trey Hendrickson, Franklin Mahomes, Josh Jacobs, Devin Achan. We've got a Puka on the refractor. We've got, is that gold? Kayvon Thibodeau, 10 out of 10 for the Giants. There you go. You needed a little help there, Giants. And Ryan Flournoy. Who, Thibodeau? He's actually a pretty good player. Nobody likes defensive players very much, though. Tucker, Pittman, Dobbs, Lockett, Smith, Kittle, Jaheim Bell for the Pats out of 200, and Javon Bullard. Logan Wilson, Williams, Hufanga, Sweat, Lamb, Jalen Johnson, Enos Rakestraw, who's probably going to be our new starting corner now, and A.J. Barner. The Lions' new starting corner right here, as long as he can stay healthy, Brian. Stephon Diggs, Zach Moss, Nico Collins, Deron Bland. Oh, come on, man. Luke McCaffrey on the Pandora. Amon-Ra out of 200. Puka Nakua out of 125. And Keelan Robinson. This is just the extra I threw in, you guys. That's all this is. It's an extra. I felt it. I felt the cosmic warranted an assist here. I don't think I've ever seen 2 boxes in the case be white hole boxes. So those last 4 should be interesting. Walker, Parsons, Stevenson, Spears, Wilson, Burns, Trey Tucker on the Pandora, and Braswell. Tucker. Lambjack, Puka, Zay Flowers, Tyreek Hill, Sam Laporta, Alex Singleton, Pickens, and a J.J. McCarthy base. Salutations, Spence, and good morning. You got it, Scotty. I'm trying. Let's see something decent. Levis, Harris, Achane, Stafford, Mostert, Ward, Najee for the Steelers out of 200, and Jordan Jefferson. McBride, Kyron Williams, Patrick Queen, Bates, Adams, Sennett, Brian Burns for the G-Men out of 125, and Byron Murphy. T-Law, Mike Evans, Russell Wilson, Honey Badger, Thibodeau, Grayson Murphy on the auto. Yeah, we know who he is. Calligraphy for the Fins. Money, Miggs, I don't know anything about this guy. I don't even know if he plays, if he's a 6th-round pick. I don't know this guy. I don't know him. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe he's nasty. I don't know. Mark Andrews, Rashad White, Terry McLaurin, Myles Garrett, Goff, Jones, Amari Cooper, and Edrin Cooper. Well, there's out of 10 in that box. All right, let's get this. Here, I need to change this real quick. Ended up being a little bit more cards in that break than I had anticipated, because I threw in that right there. So I need me one of these bad boys right here, right now. All right, let me do a recap of this break. I don't know. I'm in uncharted territory here. I don't know. But I'm going to do a recap of this break real quick, and then we will do a roll call for what is off the board in the next one. It's an identical break to this one, and odds are it's probably going to be pretty nasty based off of how long I've been ripping cards. Brian Burns for the G-Men out of 125, Najee, JJ, Trey Tucker, Luke McCaffrey, Enos Rakestraw, Garrett, Robinson, Scadaboo, Achane, Warren, Mike Green, Chase, Zay Flowers for the Ravens, Cam Ward, Egbuka, Hunter, Mahomes, Parsons, Darnold, and Sweat. 4 squadrons left. Mahomes and Kelsey, Kittle, Malachi Moore out of 99, Luther Burden, Myles Garrett, Gunnar Helm, Jackson Smith, Shuck Base, Ellick, Titans did well, James Cook out of 75, Stingley out of 99, Mayfield out of 150, Breece Hall, Colson Loveland out of 150, Landon Jackson. Calvin Ridley out of 99, Jonathan Taylor, and Cortland Sutton. We've got Calvin Ridley out of 199, Achan out of 99, Murphy, Amon Ra out of 200, Puka out of 125, Jaheim Bell, Puka, Kayvon Thibodeau out of 10, Tua, Gunnar Helm out of 150, Christian McCaffrey out of 50, last on print, Cam Ward out of 299, Drake London out of 75. We had Chuba Hubbard on the auto out of 299. Lad McConkey auto out of 50. Out of 25, Star Fractor Drake London. And the Ashton Genty auto for the Raiders out of 150. Wonks, not Wags. I said Wags. I meant Wonks. F. Gons, I saw you sent me something. I'll check that when I'm not live again today. I'll see what all that was about. All right, good luck. It's rip time. All right, Wonks, good luck. DJ Moore, Michael Williams, Jahad Campbell. Ooh. First on print out of 25, Jamar Chase. Well, that's a good start, Kev. Look, it took one pack, and we found our first deed.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
I like that. Samuel Darnold and Scary Terry McLaurin. Number match, color match, everything. Jared Goff, Derek Stingley, Kelvin Banks, Jack Besh, JJ McCarthy out of 99, and J-Mo. All right, a number JJ and a number Jamar Chase equals what in the encased card? Well, it's numbered to 50, it appears. I don't think it's a rookie. It's a Colt, and it's out of 50. Jonathan Taylor, 48 out of 50. Hey, Colts. Hey, B. Hey, Kelsey. You just got a deed.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
All right. No more tomfoolery. Let's get into the Cosmic. The Cosmic in the next break will be out of a fresh case, folks. But I'm more intrigued with these 4 boxes right now. I want to know what's going on in here. Empty. Golf. Olave. Billy Bowman Jr. and Cam Scattaboo. First on print. Josh Allen, DeAndre Swift, Trey Benson, Alfred Collins. Tyreek Hill, Justin Fields, Saquon Barkley, and Tej Johnson. And I apologize for the technology. It did what it did. It is what it is. But it eventually worked. DK Metcalf, Jalen Hurts, Tet, and Krosky Merritt. The weirdest part about all that is how all the other ones were in there. They just picked those specific ones to not pop up. We got a planet. Looks like it's the sun. Ty Felton, Tua, and for the Minnesota Vikings, Justin Jefferson on the sun. That's going to Clax. I know Clax.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
That's what it was. They were using Nokia brick phones. Aaron Jones. By show of hands, how many people owned a Nokia brick phone at one point? Rico Shooter and Savion Williams. hand. Lambjack, George Kittle, JJ on the color match out of 150, and Rebel Jr. Vikings are eating. Oh, yeah, Snake. That's right. That was the one game that was on. Or was there another game? I feel like there was another game. It was Snake and something else, and I don't remember what it was. Hi, Cheyenne. James Jr., May, Gibbs, and Fannin Jr. Tetris, that's it. Neighbors, Goddard, Donovan, and Tet. You owned a... No, you did not, Arkham. Stop. Arkham said he owned a briefcase phone. He was out there like Ellis from Die Hard. Sam Darnold, Pollard, Love and Golden, and Will Johnson. That's JJ up there, bro. That's JJ. Pitts, Love, Dart, and Walker. Now, my babysitter had a car phone. Like early 90s. Correct, Arkham, correct. McCarthy, Lawrence, Stafford, and Stewart. Now, I swear to you now, I don't know if I ever saw it used. Purdy, Cook, Shadur, and Hunter. And anybody new in our break here, this will go to the more expensive team in this break, which is the Browns. Of the two teams, that's the Browns. And Travion. Surtain, Prescott, Burrow, and Ward. It was $237 a minute. What? That's why nobody ever used it. Bo Nix, Judy, Taylor, and Judkins. So it was if it was that expensive, then it was literally only there for an emergency, and that's it. Bryce Young, Trey Benson, Joe Burrow, and Ashton Genty. $237 in 1992 was a lot. Caleb Williams, Trevor Lawrence, Upton Stout out of 99 for the Niners, and Buchanan. Oh, I put some hours in on that game. Yes, I did. Cheyenne, the question of the day is, when you went on a field trip, what was your go-to snack? What did you expect, or sweet treat, or whatever it might be? What did you expect to be in there? Achan, Johnson, Higgins, and Leonard. I never used a pager. Williams, Irving, Cook, and Harvey. McLaurin, Stroud, Jacobs, and Sanders. Oh, I was too bad to go on field trips. Well, I mean, you didn't miss much. Actually, it was probably better for you. That means you didn't have to go to school because everybody else was on the field trip. So you had it all figured out. Watermelon Laffy Taffy with seeds. Y'all remember that? Wonks, I don't remember that. I sure don't. I remember phone cards. Young, Benson, Cook, and Milrow. Capri Sun. Good morning, Mayberry. I'm aware of Orbits. I don't think I ever had it, Kev. Achan, Johnson, Terrence Ferguson on the refractor, and Kyle McCord. I'm aware of it, but I don't think I ever had it. There was a big sour candy kick there for a while, too. Like it really took off in the mid 90s. It was like sour candy everywhere. Like you could have the liquid sour and it would have the sour worm in it. Like they went off. They went off. Hey King, I remember that's the lowest I've ever seen it. was 80, I think it was 88 cents was the lowest I ever saw gas. Williams, Irving, Daniels and Lambjack, and Will Campbell. Zima, Bijan, Baker Mayfield, Shamar Stewart, and Egbuka. Well, this is what I expect right now, and it may not happen. Maybe I just picked a bad case. But I'm kind of expecting a superfractor at this point. That's my expectation. Tua, Christian Gonzalez, Kenneth Walker III, and Jaden Higgins. Brees Hall. All right, we've got it. There's something. Tyleek Williams, good luck. Cosmic Dust. For the Green Bay Packers, it is Micah Parsons. That is Wonks. And Wonks, you are officially on the board.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
Thank you, Jess. You guys, I'll be here tomorrow, just so you know. I won't be on forever. I won't be on forever today either. But I'll be on tomorrow morning. Pearsall, Evans, Fred Warner, and Gabriel. We take Cosmic Dust around here. Samuel, Jetta, Brees Hall on the refractor, and Maxwell Harrison. That's fine, Jess. I can take it. You can wish me after that, too. The next day, too. You can do that, too. I'm okay with that. Appreciate you, CT. Goddard, Darnold, Bajan, and Tyler Warren. I remember those little wax bottles of Coke. Yes, I do. Actually, I had the ones that had the off-cut, like lime and blue, and I remember those more. Pollard, McCaffrey, Quinn Ewers out of 150, and Dante Thornton Jr. We heating up a little bit here? Don't tempt me with a good time. 25, Jose. Can you believe it? It happens fast. Collins, Surtain, Scattaboo, and Birch. Mayberry. Well, so what would you have had, Mayberry? What would you have told mom and dad, or who, you know, like, hey, we're going on a field trip tomorrow. Can I please have, what would it be? Cheez-Its or Prescott, Hutchinson, Jalen Royals, and Jack Kaiser. I don't know if you guys can handle me without the goatee. You might all short circuit. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I'll actually look like I'm 26. That's what happens every time I shave. Nothing's changed there. Crosby, Achan, Bowers, and Shuck. I remember that angry golfer. Yes, I do. Honey mustard pretzel bites. Okay. Gibbs, Pickens, Daniels, and Williams. Garrett, Flowers, Dart and Scattaboo, and Connerly. Big League Chew. Now we're talking. Metcalf, Hurts, Gardner, and Norman Lott. Now it has to be the regular Big League Chew. The grape's okay, but it's got to be the regular one. Smith, Jones Sr., Jettas, and Jackson. I've taken a fair share of those down, Becca. Dowdle, Jackson, McConkey, and Nolan. Beef jerky and the J-Wham. Yeah, that's on my list. Jones, James, Travis Hunter, and Demetrius Knight Jr. The Kool-Aid you had to drop the tablet into. I think I missed out on that one, Gucci. May, Neighbors, Hill, and Barron. I don't think I don't know if I've ever encountered that. I remember, do you guys remember Gatorade in a can? I remember that. I remember Gatorade in a can. It was better. It was better in the can. You're right. Herbert, Graham, Pierce Jr., DK for the Titans out of 99, Njoku and Brown. Oh, Surge was a real big deal. Everybody was drinking Surge when that came out. Douglas, Gardner, Cam Wood, Shamar Stewart. We got Nico Collins out of 150 for the Texans, going to Angry Golfer, and Chuba Hubbard. Cam Wood. Because it went away, Tim. They took it away from us. We weren't allowed to have Surge anymore. The FDA said this drink can't exist. Too many people like it. Empty box. Not a rookie. Hi. Hey, Hoove. How about a Christian McCaffrey auto 9 out of 10 on the, oh, I thought that was, well, maybe not. Oh, because it's out of 10. Never mind. Never mind. 9 out of 10. Christian McCaffrey for the Niners. A deed.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
All right. We've got this one and one more over there. We've only pulled one auto out of these boxes so far. And yeah, remember we had the 2 white hole boxes, so something's missing. Empty. Battleborn, that would be the fair thing to do. Terry, CJ Stroud, CeeDee Lamb, and Kenneth Grant. Fruitopia. Yes. Is Fruitopia gone? It is, isn't it? Bo Nix, Judy, Puka Nacua, and Besh. I feel like Fruitopia and Surge kind of were out there at the same time. Caleb Williams, Pitts, Allen, and Caleb Johnson. Cased over, nobody's sitting around eating kudos bars. Stop it. Stop it right now. Jordan Love, J.J. McCarthy, Patty Surtain, and Gunnar Helm. Cased over is Lawrence, Purdy, Harrison, and Green. Melissa, I don't in the mornings because you have to have more than one person to do it that way. You have to have a missus or somebody over there. It's just too much. Cook, Swift, Lamb, and Achan. Hill, Worthy, Alec out of 99, and Donovan. Fields, Metcalf, Gibbs, and Marks. I never really liked Hawaiian Punch. I'd drink it, but it was kind of like Sunny D. It was okay. I'd drink it, but Hurts, Geno Smith, Bijan on the white hole, and Terrence Ferguson. We better not be getting no third white hole box. Don't you do that to me. Jones, Dowdle, Young and McMillan, and Kyle Williams. Aaron Rodgers, Diggs, Derwin James Jr., and Shamar Stewart. Yeah, I heard about that dart case. Murray and Jigba, Kamara, and Campbell. Jamar Chase, Jared Goff, Tyreek Hill, and Elijah Arroyo. Gardner, McConkey, Rogers, and Caldwell. Hill, McCaffrey, Genty, and Simmons. I didn't see much of what they ran last night, King. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what was and wasn't pulled last night. I watched at the beginning. I watched like time they started with Disney. I watched some of that. Daniels, Mayfield, Ricky Pearsall, and Travis Hunter. Such a weird case. This has multiple cards in it, and we've got an Equinox auto. Okay. Matthew Golden, Ashton Genty, Jahad Campbell, Kyle Williams refractor. This is what a weird pack. And good luck. For the Washington Commanders out of 50, it's Jaden Daniels, Angry Golfer. You just got a deed. Equinox out of 50.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
So weird, man. So weird. I don't know. Maybe something was going on with their printing that day. Why did that pack have 8 cards in it? We may never know. But I'm going to take care of these refractors right here. And we got one more box to go. Same exact breaks pin at the bottom of your screen. It'll be a fresh case of this. Aiden Hutchinson, Diggs, Josh Allen out of 150, and Swessinger. Going to Josh K. Will PC deed? Oh, Tiffany just sitting out there in the wings today, holding back, just sitting there watching everything, and then, entering the room with a little bit of smack talk. Huh? Good morning. And Landon Jackson, we got one pack left here, and then we'll see what's in that final box. Harrison Jr., Worthy, Njigba, and Bowman Jr. Please be a Lunar. Please be a Lunar. Please be a Lunar. Please be a Lunar. Just once. That's all. Just one time. One time. One time for the one time. All right, empty. Now I guess all I can ask for now is a superfractor. I want a superfractor auto. Mike Evans, Samuel, McCaffrey, and Belton. Bubba, Collins, St. Brown, Brock Bowers, and Tyler Booker. Chris, it's not that. It's that they got overwhelmed. They ended up getting overwhelmed by Pokemon cards, and they couldn't keep up. So, Surtain, Prescott, Kittle, and Graham. J-Wham just wants one top-loaded card. Please, please! Bryce Young, Trey Benson, Roma Dunzi base, and Colston Loveland base. Did it help? Devin Achan, Theo Johnson, Mahomes and Kelsey, and Watts. Love, JJ Parsons, and Luther Burden. Oh, you're on a roll now. All right, Doc. I'll be there. Dexter Lawrence, Jared Goff, Revel Jr., Ollie Gordon. Oh. Auto. Darius Alexander, Jacob May, first flight out of 50 this time. I don't know. I don't know. This wasn't a card. Sorry about that. We'll keep going. This wasn't in there. Luther Burden, the third out of 50, going to JWAM because all he wanted was a top-loaded card. That's all he wanted.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a D.
Look, everybody wants one now. Cook, Swift, Woody Marks, and Derek Harmon. So, nothing like we got what we were supposed to, other than a white hole box, 2 white hole boxes. So one of those white hole boxes should have had a Planet or an SP or something in it, and it didn't. Hill, Fields, Mahomes, and Taylor. But it just made it, you know, kind of just, and then we had the snafu with the technology. You know what, hey, look. We're going to have to shake it off. Gibbs, Garrett, Worthy, and Carter. Flowers, Robinson, Bowers, Mimbu. Good morning, Tim. Tua, Gonzalez, Stingley, Morrison. Brees Hall, Pearsall, Mahomes, and Lane. Crosby, Chan Ridley, and Ty Hamilton. Quincy Williams, Murray, Puka on the Nucleus, and Tate Ratledge. Oh, Clax, it's all good. We just try to have fun in here. Usually there's good cards that go with that. Irving, McLaurin, Brian Thomas Jr., and Quinn Ewers. Stroud, Nix, Chase, and Dart. Out of 50 or 25 light speed. Trey Benson out of 25 for the Cardinals on the light speed, going to Rebecca. Appreciate you, Andrew. And Drake London with Will Howard. A beast. Beast, stop it. See, you knew what team you got. Christian Gonzalez and TJ Sanders. You knew what you were getting in. You knew what you were getting yourself into. Trevor! All right, recap time. And then I'll do a roll call for whatever may be off the board. Dante, just putting the Niners in there over and over again does absolutely nothing. Unless you just like the Niners and you feel like doing that. All right, recap. Okay. Recap. We got Revel Jr. out of 75, Parsons, Loveland, Kittle, Genty, Campbell, and Williams, Genty, Gibbs, Cam Ward, Travis Hunter, Justin Jefferson, Dart and Scat, Bowers, Scat, Hall, Stewart, Ferguson, Burrow, Tet, and Billy Bowman Jr. We also have Ellick out of 99, Nico out of 150, Ewers out of 150, Bijan on the white hole, JJ McCarthy out of 299, Christian Gonzalez, Alvin Kamara, DK out of 99, Royals out of 199, Upton Stout out of 99, Marks, Bowers out of 199, Dart, Shadur. You got your first deed, bro. I'm about to show it here again if you didn't get a screenshot for UMB. Puka, Trey Benson out of 25, 4 out of 25. Josh Allen out of 150. First on print, number match, color match out of 25. Jamar Chase. Luther Burden, the 3rd out of 50 on the First Flight auto. Jonathan Taylor, gold mini diamonds out of 50 auto in the encased card here. Justin Jefferson's son. Christian McCaffrey out of 10. Micah Parsons Cosmic Dust. And a Jaden Daniels Equinox auto that is 37 out of 50. So there were some deeds. There were definitely some deeds chilling in there. There ain't no doubt about that. Word. All right, let's get these down here. We're going to do that. Then we're going to do this. And I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to do this. And there's nothing not one singular person can do about it. How you love that? All right, let's take this down. And let's get it ripped. It's ripping time on a Sunday morning. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you guys have other things you needed to do today? Well, forget about it. It's ripping time. All right, bet. Christian McCaffrey, RJ Harvey, Terrence Ferguson for the Ravens out of 50 gold. Going to Matt. Matt is on the board. You're on the board, Matt. You're on the board. Michael Penix and Amon-Ra St. Brown. The Ravens have been showing up ever since. I forgot who got them first this morning, but they were like just not doing nothing. Okay. He was like, I can't believe this. Bucky. Will Howard. Oh, we got one of the rookie variations here. Good luck. It's a Charger. Whoa, hold on. There's another card. DK. Omarion Hampton on the rookie variation for the Chargers. That is Slim. A deed.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
Alvin Kamara and Tua. Tag a bag of raviolis. Tag a bag of raviolis, yeah. All right, what's our encase card? Who is it? Who's on this card? It's not a rookie. It's a Niner. Well, we've seen him once before this morning. Oh, nope, I thought it was old boy. It's not. It's Ricky Parasol for the Niners going to Chris. Hey, Chris, I'm going to assume that's a PC card based off your name. Empty box. All right, Cosmic. Cosmic, you owe us from earlier. I'll say it. I don't care. I'll say it. You owe us from earlier. There you go, Christian. And nothingness. No, it's the same break that's pinned. It's just the other half of this case of Cosmic. Same break though. Same 2 Topps Chrome Black and 4 Topps Cosmic Hobbies. I know he was chilling. He was chilling, Christian. CJ Stroud, Bo Nix, Cam Ward, and Kenneth Grant. I thought it was him again. I did. I thought it was him again. Achan, Johnson, Micah Parsons, and Jalen Milroe. Okay. All right. We'll take a Micah on the refractor. Oh, I know you are. I know you're talking about Christian McCaffrey. I remember the out of 10 I pulled. I was there. I was there. Quincy Williams, Bucky Irving, Saquon, and Kyle McCord. Jetta, Schultz, Jalen Milroe on the nucleus, and Dylan Gabriel. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm feeling it. I ain't mad at it. We ain't even seen a numbered card yet. You're doing just fine, Cosmic. You keep doing exactly what you're doing right now. I know now. McLaurin, Lamb, Scary Terry out of 150 and Will Campbell. Yep, going with your bad self, Cosmic. Keep giving us deeds we want. That's going to Blake. Mr. Bogus. Collins, Sertan, Egbuka, Maxwell Harrison. Egbuka. Dak Prescott, Aiden Hutchinson, Cosmic Dust. What's up, Go Fish? Birch. For the Carolina Panthers, Tanaroa McMillan on the Cosmic Dust super short print going to Carson. Book it. A deed.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
Evans, Samuel, Scary Terry, and Tyleek. Pitts, Love, Jamar Chase, and Johnson. Yeah, he's Duncan. I agree. I think he's legit. I think Tet McMillan is a legit player that's going to be around for many years. Gibbs, Pickens, McCaffrey, and Shuck base. Judy, Williams, Kelvin Banks, and Jack Besh. Bryce Young, Trey Benson, Gibbs and Montgomery with a Kaiser. It is, Jeff. I like it too. Me too. Tua, Gonzalez, Kelsey on the extraterrestrial, and Egbuka. Hall and Pearsall, Mayfield and Higgins. Miles Garrett, Zay Flowers, Travis Hunter, and Michael Williams. Guka, it look a goo. That call look a goo. Bijan, Daniels, out of 75. George Pickens, I'm liking this case right now. We've only opened one box. Feeling good about it, folks. Joe, we take those, bro. That's on the Stardust. That's nasty.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
And Connerly. James, May, McConkey, Demetrius Knight Jr., Malik Neighbors, Dallas Goddard, Jaden Daniels, and Barron. Sam Darnold, Pollard, Hill, and Tyler Warren. Crosby, Achan, Trey McBride on the extraterrestrial, and Dante Thornton Jr. Now, always remember, you guys, there's going to be a lot of these cards that will be top-loaded after the fact, but I'm going to take care of all the good ones. Don't worry about that. But all these inserts and refractors and stuff, they'll get top-loaded. But for sake of the time of the break, I ain't gonna top load all of them. I mean, I'll top load every single one, man. That's an empty box. Why, yes, there is a nasty break pin at the bottom of your screen. How did you know? Who told you? Somebody told you this? Fields, Metcalf, and Jigba, and Harmon. Hertz, Sauce. There's old Savion out of 199, and Mason Taylor. Oh, did they, Rune? Oh, did they? All right, little birdie. I'm on to you. I'm on to you, little birdie. Lambjack, Danny Dimes, Jackson Smith, and Walter Nolan. And I've been taking care of all of these, mainly because they're still selling pretty well. These. It really doesn't even matter what player's on it. Now, the rookies are going for a little bit more, but They're all doing all right. Achan, Johnson, Jettas, and Colston Loveland. Williams, Murray, Commanders, Jalen Lane out of 150, and Xavier Watts. Man, the Commanders were due to show up after yesterday because, my goodness, they were about as quiet could get. Might be an that might be an auto. I can't tell. Omar Norman Lott, Aiden Hutchinson on the extraterrestrial, and good luck. Oh, Ashton Genty out of 75 auto on the Stardust. Stephanie, if you're in here somewhere, look away. Don't look at this. Stop. You don't want to see this card. Alicia, you do want to see this card. Of course you're in here. Of course you're seeing this. You couldn't have been going and getting some orange juice or something. Hey, Alicia, that's what I just so you know, that's a deed. Yeah, that's a deed.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
Hey, BT, good morning. Bucky, Terry McLaurin, George Pickens, and Tate Ratledge. Yeah, we take those. We take those. Aaron Jones Sr., Rico Dowdle, Trey Harris on the refractor, and Donovan Jackson. Now, don't fret, you guys. Don't give up. Don't look. There's 3 more hobbies sitting to my right over here. We're not done yet, and I'm loving this case right now. Stroud, Nix, Chase, and Ewers. The case has a vibe right now, and I'm going to roll with it. Judy, Williams, Hertz, and Jackson Dart Base. Did it just freeze a little bit? I don't know. That might have just been my phone. Uh-oh. All right. Will Howard. Nucleus Trevor Lawrence. See what I'm saying? Like you're seeing the people you want to see. Okay. It was quick, but I usually try to keep an eye on that, you guys. I'm always like looking through my peripherals over here to see if it's still running. Insert Bengals, Jamar Chase out of 50, gold light speed, going to Kev K. You see what I'm saying? We're getting the players we want to see on these cards. It's happening continuously. Love, McCarthy, Burden, TJ Sanders. There you go, Wonks. We'll take that. Well, well, well. What do we have here? Oh, this could be nasty. I told you this case had a vibe. I could feel it. I could feel it. Maybe we had to sift through what we had to at the beginning to get to this one. Maybe that's just the way things were supposed to happen. Good luck. This could be a very, very nasty card. Gordon, Bowers, and Genty. I don't know which way it's going. Kyler Murray and Baker Mayfield, 4 out of 10. Now, like I said before, these dual cards, when they're 2 different teams, they go to the more expensive team in that break on the card. Cardinals are one of the least teams that there is. This will go to the Tampa Bay Bucks. Who's got the Cardinals? I'm sorry, Jose, but this goes to the Bucks. That goes to the Bucks, and I'm gonna write that on the back. Just I know the shipping crew probably knows that, but. Didn't they go to the same college, Tiff? Didn't they go to the same college? I think they did. Indeed.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
Oklahoma, that's right. Chris is like, all right, you've hit for every team in the division. Hall, Pearsall, Mahomes, and Morrison. Oh, yeah, they both were number 1 overall picks. You're right. Evans, Samuel, Henry, and Jalen Lane. Lawrence, Purdy, Goff, and Burden. You say, oh, that's a D. Justin Jefferson, Nico Collins, Amon-Ra, and Belton. And don't worry, we'll do something to make it interesting too. Both Texas boys. Oh yeah. We'll do something to make it interesting so it doesn't get monotonous. We'll come up with another deed button. Surtain, Prescott, Stroud and Collins, and Tyler Booker. That way I have 2 deed buttons instead of 1. Swift, Hill, Brian Thomas Jr., and Darius Alexander. There's not, Duncan? There's not? All you have to do, it happens every time. All you have to do is put somebody's name randomly into the chat and then they show up. Trey Benson, Rome Odunze, and Mason Graham. All right, let's do the Topps Chrome Black, and then we got 2 more Cosmic. Same exact break is in the shop right now. It is the other half of this case. Is that a Jaguar? I think it is. I think it's a Jaguar. I think that is. I think that's a Jaguar. The one I just put on screen. Pretty sure that's their starting quarterback. I think. Maybe. Drake London, Jalen Lane, Will Johnson, Saquon Barkley out of 299, Puka Nacua, and Neighbors. The Eagles get a D. That's Wonks. We got Rome Odunze. There's old Josh Allen, Tyler Warren, and Travion. Matthew Golden out of 75 and Garrett Wilson. Look at this, a Green Bay Packer. It's Matthew Golden for the Green Bay Packers. How about that?
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
Sorry, I'm a Lions fan. I got to keep you on your toes, all right? I'm sorry. I got to do it. Empty box. Rookie. Is that a Chief? Jalen Royals out of 150 for the Chiefs. Going to Wonks. Wonks, you found the auto. You found it. All right. Hot in the city tonight. Caleb Williams, Kyle Pitts, and Kenneth Walker III on the refractor with a Landon Jackson to continue on. Appreciate you, Frank. I appreciate you hopping in that next one. I see people going into the shop. You guys, that is the other half of this Cosmic case, if you're wondering. So there's only 8 boxes in a case. The other 4 is in that next break. Theo, Kyron Williams, Jordan Birch, and Joshua Simmons. The doc says he can feel that there's a planet right around the bend. It must be in this pack. Quincy Williams, Bucky Irving, Tet, and Travis Hunter. Ooh, almost halfway in the next one. Say what, little monsters? Bo Nix, Jerry Jeudy, Pickens and Lamb, and Carson Schlesinger. Achan, Gibbs, Nakua, and Gunnar Helm. Interesting. Pickens, Garrett, Lambjack, Mike Green. Mike Green. Back then they didn't want him. McLaurin, Stroud, Kelsey, Golden. Yeah, Daytona. So when you look at the planetary pursuits, the way it works is so, I mean, technically the sun's not a planet, but it does have a card. So from the sun on out, the farther out the planet goes, the more rare the car is. So it would, the more rare the card is. So it would start with sun and work its way all the way down through Pluto and everything in between. Zay Flowers, Bijan, Kamara, and Trevor Achan. You got it. Tua, Christian Gonzalez, Derwin James Jr., and Donovan. It's Breece Hall, Ricky Pearsall. We got something nice here. Out of 50, I thought it was an insert. It might be an auto. Hang on. I can't tell. Woody Marks. And for the Dallas Cowboys, it is an auto. Javonte Williams for the Cowboys going to Joe C. Joe C., you now have another deed.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
Nice hit, Joe. Dexter Lawrence, Brian Thomas Jr. out of 50. JT for the Colts, and Shamar Stewart. We could have used a different Colt on this one, but that's okay. It's all right. We'll be all right. It's okay. We'll take it, Cookie. We'll take it. We wanted a different one, but... Oh, Chris, I don't know. We might have used all the Falcons up in the previous breaks. You never know. Don't give up yet. I got another box. I got packs and I got another box. Don't give up yet. Purdy, Cook, Prescott, and Carter. I guess that depends, Moneybags. I don't know. I am going to run a case of Marvel at some point this morning. It's still 10:30. We could probably sneak another football break in there. I have to gauge it on when the spots go, though. I don't know how many spots are left in the next one. Probably quite a few, in the teens at least. Barrett Carter and Tesla. Thank you, Moneybags. I try. I've been collecting for a long time, you guys. Probably about 5 or 6 years old, I've been collecting cards. Love, McCarthy, Achan, and Bowman. Yeah, I've Little Monsters, I didn't even make it, but I saw what happened after the fact. Evans, Samuel, Mahomes, and Ferguson. I had a few texts when I got up this morning saying, oof, that was rough. I didn't even know what had happened. Jefferson, Brown, Ty Felton, and Kyle Williams. Ty Felton out of 199 for the Vikings. I appreciate you, Frank. Nico, Surtain, TJ Watt, and Jihad Campbell. Yeah, these are my favorite to open, Noah. They're without a doubt my favorite cards to open. I opened a ton of these last year too, and they weren't even licensed back then. Young, Walker, and Arroyo. So last year you wouldn't have had the team logos on any of these, but the cards still look great. They still hold really good value too. Go look up, if you haven't taken the time, if you're like new to the hobby or newish, or you just got back into the hobby, go look up later today or whatever. Go look up 2024 Topps Chrome Cosmic Football cards and look at the autos. They're pretty nasty, and that was a pretty good rookie year too. Benson, Achan, Mahomes, and Caldwell. Fields, Metcalf, Cam Ward, and JT. All right, last box. Speak now or forever hold your peace. If you want a deed, you better put it in the chat right now, because I don't have any other boxes left in this. This is the last one. The finale. The finale's here. Llama, are you in this one? Llama, you're not in this one. You stop that, mister. All right, here we go. Noni, I've given up at this point. Maybe, so I told you guys I'll be on tomorrow. Maybe it'll happen then. Maybe it'll happen then. Maybe. Deed. No way, dude. That's kind of cool. Nix, Judy, Nakua, and Michael Williams. Well, I figured what's the point? They might as well know so they can be looking for us, Noni. Williams, Sweat. And look at this. Just when you thought it couldn't happen to you. Out of 25, Chris, Kyle Pitts for the Atlanta Falcons.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
I figured we might as well, Sarah. Why not? Let's have a little bit. I won't be on all day. I won't be on like long like I usually am in the mornings, like, you know, well into the afternoon. We'll just do a few breaks. Whatever happens, and we'll go on from there. Pitts, Love, Sertan, and Egbuka. Thanks, Santos. Tomorrow's the big 4-1. McCarthy, Lawrence, Henry, and Higgins. 41. Time flies when you're having fun. That's a numbered star fractor. Somebody's about to be happy. Tyleek Williams, CD Lamb, and on the numbered star fractor. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Thanks, Alyssa. Thanks. You're next. Alyssa, you're next. 9 out of 25. Jordan Love for the pack on the star fractor. Going to who?
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
Thank you, everybody. Oh, she's talking smack. You're talking smack now, Alyssa. That's all right. I still function like I'm your age. Pollard, Crosby, Genty, and Johnson. Don't worry, it's going to creep up on you quick. You think it's okay right now. You think it's all right now. Just wait. You're going to wake up tomorrow and you're going to be my age. Jackson, Jones, Tyleek, Hill, and Kyle McCord. Yeah, I definitely don't, Phil. I know. I have to look at this every morning in the mirror. I know that's not the case. You know, I'm always excited about the next day. Do you know why I'm always excited about the next day? Because I get better looking every day. Derwin James Jr., Jonathan Taylor, Malachi Core out of 99, and Will Campbell. Thank you, Alyssa. Drake May, Neighbors, Genty, and Kenneth Grant. You guys enjoy it right now. I'm telling you, enjoy it. If you're in your 30s, I'm telling you, somewhere around 34 or 35, it goes. I don't know what that was, but I'm telling you, it just does. So if you're below 35 right now, enjoy it. Time has not completely sped up on you yet, but it will. Goddard, Darnold, Shamar Stewart, and Jack Besh. Look, Gil's like, please, bruh. Swift, Hill, Gibbs, and Harrison. You're on the cusp. That's right. Surtain Prescott for the Seahawks out of 75, light speed, and Demetrius Knight Jr. Now, the good news is, thank you, Zach. The good news is that, well, in my experience anyways, I don't feel really any different than I did in like the low 30s. Stupid little things happen. Like, I don't remember in my 30s sneezing in my, like my rib hurting. But like that's just silly stuff. Other than that, I really don't feel any different. Young and Benson, Cook and Barron. Achan, Johnson, Herbert, and Warren. Maybe Gill, maybe a little bit. Williams and Irving, Jackson and Daniels and Thornton. Also, there's another thing you guys can look forward to. If you're, in the mid-20s, early 30s, there's another thing you can look forward to is that as I've gotten older, and a lot of people agree or seem to agree with this, you care less and less what other people think. Stroud, Watt, and Shuck. It's a nice little bonus. Cook, Horn, T. Higgins on the nucleus, and Dylan Gabriel. Tanner, I've just been chilling and ripping and chilling. You know me. Fields, Metcalf, Sutton, and Birch. Hertz, Smith, Young and McMillan, and Jack Kaiser. It's a nice little bonus we get, Sarah, for being around as long as we have. Jones Sr., Dowdle, A.J. Brown, and Jalen Miller-Rowe. Well, we've got something good out of every one of those boxes. King, he's been that way this morning. All right, I'm going to do a recap. We had some goodies in there. The second half of that case is what's in there right now anyways. Let's do this. And I'm going to do a recap of this break, and then I'll do a roll call for what's off the board in the next one. All right. A.J. Brown, that's right, dopamine. A.J. Brown, Young and McMillan, Higgins, Gibbs, Genty, Moore, Genty, Ward, Felton, Mahomes, Carter, and Tet. Jordan Birch, Kenneth Walker, Collins and Stroud, Burden, Jackson Smith, Williams out of 199, Travis Hunter, Jamar Chase, Egbuka, and Cam Ward. We had Trey Harris and Trevor Lawrence, Kamara out of 150, Golden out of 75, Pickens out of 75, McLaurin out of 150, Lambjack out of 50, Saquon out of 299, Lane out of 150, Milrow, Parsons out of 75, Kenneth Walker, JT out of 50, Kyle Pitts out of 25, and Jamar Chase out of 50. Omarion Hampton on the rookie variation out of Topps Chrome Black. We also had Jalen Royals auto out of 150. We had Ricky Pearsall auto for the Niners. Javonte Williams out of 50 for the Cowboys. Genty out of 75 for the Raiders. Tet on the Cosmic Dust for the Panthers. We had a Jordan Love 9 out of 25 Star Fractor. And then we also had the Baker Mayfield Kyler Murray 4 out of 10. That goes to the Bucks. All right, then. Shall we? And I'm going to actually, you know what? I'm going to open this box first because it wants to be difficult. That's the only reason I'm opening it first, because it wanted to be difficult all along the way. All right. Let's take that down. You guys know where to go for replays. 238 cards on YouTube. Take a screenshot now if you're in this break, because the overlay's coming down. All right. Good luck. I don't know why this box didn't want to cooperate, but now it's getting open because I chose to do so. And every team in that next break's easier to get. There's still 6 hobbies in it, though, right? 2 jumbo signatures, 3 black, and 1. Yeah, it's still got 6 hobbies in it. Crosby and Achan, Jamar Chase and Tet. Gibbs, Bowers, Josh Jacobs out of 99, and Will Johnson. Nice little Josh Jacobs there for the pack. Pickens, Garrett, Hamilton, and Ty Hamilton. Flowers, Robinson, JT, and Abdul Carter. What was so pertinent with this box where it didn't want to stand up? Kittle, Kaiser, and Krosky Merritt. That's right, Steve. That's what we bout. That's what we bout round here. Jones, James, Allen, and Ty Felton. Nation, you don't just get to pop up in here and talk smack. I'm gonna mute you for the whole day. Nation's getting muted for the whole day because he thinks he's cool. May, Neighbors, Ridley, and Williams. Dallas Goedert, Sam Darnold, Hurts and Brown, and Revel Jr. Vital. I mean, I guess if it was the right one or something, not necessarily. No. Planet. I think it's a sun. Scattaboo for the Giants on the sun. That's going to Frank. There you go, Frank. You got a deed. Travis Kelce and Harold Fannin Jr.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a D.
Dallas card? What are you talking about, Bills? There's no Dallas card on the stand. 2 Christian Gonzalez, CeeDee Lamb, and Membu. Nix, Judy, Lawrence, and Harvey. Williams, Pitts, Hall, and Sanders. Love, McCarthy, Stafford, and Judkins. Lawrence, Purdy, Lawrence, and Buchanan. Uh-oh. Now, there's either a whole bunch of cards in this pack, or we found a deed. We found a deed. Good luck. Be numbered. Be numbered on a Sunday. Two out of 5 for the Green Bay Packers. Micah Parsons. Look at the red back there. That is nasty as nasty can get. Challenge accepted. Look at that. Whoa, now. Look at that. A deed. And it's 2 out of 5 up there. Red. Pretty sure we take those.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
Good morning, Derek. I think we know why the box wouldn't stand up now. It was top heavy. Cook, Swift, Surtain, and Stewart. Out of 75, Kelvin Banks Jr. and Travion. We wanted a different Saint there, Steve, but this is the one that they gave us. We didn't get to choose. Fields, Metcalf, Brees Hall, and Scattaboo. Gino, Hertz, Barkley, Collins. Not bad there, Wonks. That's a pretty cool card. I pulled an out of 10 of that so far, but that's the lowest one I've pulled out of 5. Jones, Dowdle, CJ Stroud, and Tez Johnson. All right, now let's go back in time here and let's do Topps Chrome Black. Uranus, Justin Jefferson, Battleborn. That's the best one I've pulled this year. Still haven't seen a Pluto yet. Didn't see one last year either. Horn, McMillan and Noel, Dexter Lawrence to 75, Bryce Young and Tyreek Hill. Dexter Lawrence for the G-men. Kyler Murray, Caleb Williams, Riley Leonard, Jackson Dart base, Shamar Stewart out of 299, and another Dexter Lawrence. Encased card. Rookie, Brownie, Carson Swessinger out of 299 for the Browns. That's Wonks. And that's the Defensive Rookie of the Year.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
Nothing. Neighbors, Goddard, Tet, and Ward. Darnold, Pollard, Upton, Stout, and Ashton Genty. Pretty nice card, isn't it, Ricky? Crosby, Achan, Shooter, and Riley Leonard. Wonks, we don't do that yet. We don't do that yet, and you can't really do that at all right now unless you expedite to them. But we may do that in the future. Cook, Swift, Taylor, and Scorton. Yeah, we don't have it set up to do that yet. Hill, Sutton, Kyle McCord, and Malachi Starks. Old Mr. McCord. Fields, Metcalf, Diot, and Noel. Jackson Diot. That's right, Hoove. He's in every break everywhere. It's not just this one. Somewhere else out there, they filled the break. They've opened 3 packs of that break, and Kyle McCord showed up. Jalen Hurts, Smith, Taylor, and Omarion Hampton. Jones, Dowdle, Shadur and Travis Hunter, and an Ingram Dawkins. Planet. Is this Earth, maybe? Sanker, Keon, and for the Kansas City Chiefs, what a nice looking card that is. The Wick. That's nasty. Patrick Mahomes Earth. I don't think it gets much cooler than that. I mean, you can get a you'd rather have it be a Pluto, but as far as looking at it, that's pretty cool. Adid.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
I can see it out of when I look at it on the side here, Wonks. Stroud, Nix, Sweat, and Ellick. Yeah, I like Earth a lot too, Beat Red. Jones, James, Trey Benson, and Makuba. May, Nakua, Revel Jr. out of 199, and Eamon Worry. Saturn Boyga. Judy, Williams, Joe Burrow, and Royals. I'd respond to you if you had a name. You don't even have a name. So blank person, go change your name, come back and ask the question again, and I'll answer it. Jordan Love, J.J. McCarthy, James Cook, and Pat Bryant. Dexter Lawrence, Brock Purdy, J.C. Horn, and Kyle Monungai. Prescott, Young, Herbert, and Harris III. Pitts, Henry, Mimbu out of 150, and Mr. Tootin. Niners for the one time. Benson, Achan, J-Mo, and Kelvin Banks Jr. Johnson, Williams, Watt, and Moore. More than that, Jeremy. There's autos. There's all kinds of stuff you're chasing in this, but that's one of them. Jalen Waddle and Upton Stout. I'd say that's probably the main one. That'd be the main one. Mahomes, Arroyo, Scat, Golden out of 150, last on print out of 150. Tyrone Tracy and TJ Watt. Mr. Golden, the pack have been eating in this break. They're not sharing right now. Green Bay, you need to share. This is sincerely Lions fan. Brian Thomas Jr., Bo Nix, Tootin, Sanders, Matthew Stafford out of 299, and a Roquan Smith. Much easier break to get into, pinned at the bottom of your screen, compared to the football breaks we've been running this morning. That one's much, much easier to get into. Still got 6 hobbies in it, though. Encased card. Looks like you're doubling up, bro. Rookie Mason Graham for the Browns on the other one. Okay, Wonks, just take them all.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
All right, we got 2 boxes left here. All right, we got 2 of them. And then I'll do a roll call for whatever's off the board in the next one. Vinny, it's nasty. Oh, it's nasty, Vinny. It's nasty. It's nasty. Nothing. I did see that, Chris. I don't know who's buying them, but I did see that. Rodgers, Matt Stafford on the nucleus, and Joshua Simmons. Stafford beginning to show up. Was the Rams the last team Magic? I think they were. Christian Gonzalez. This could be an auto. Good luck. Billy Bowman. Caleb Williams. Ooh, yeah. With Jamin. Out of 75. 59 out of 75. Egbuka on the auto. Didn't you get one of these yesterday, King? Well, this one is numbered. Indeed.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
That's nice. On the Stardust, that's nasty. Out of 75, King. Hall, Waddle, Upton, Stout out of 99, and Stewart. Well, there's a niner, bro. There's a niner. Me too, SWAT. I'm a fan. Jones, Dowdle, Herbie, and Ferguson. Jackson Smith and Jigba, Kittle out of 199, and Kyle Williams. So if you guys are wanting to get into a football break, that's my last one of the morning. And then I'm going to do Marvel because I said I would. So if you want football, with me anyways, that's the last one you got. Jones, James Jr., Josh Jacobs, and Campbell. May, Neighbors, Rodgers on the almost white hole, almost refractor. I don't know what to call these. And Elijah Arroyo. That's going to Stephanie. Oh, Stephanie. Goddard, Darnold, Collins, and Caldwell. Oh, yeah. Well, I'm gonna not say that, Jamie. Pearsall, Evans, Scadaboo, and Barrett Carter. Samuel Jefferson, Malachi Moore, and Isaac Tesla. Collins, Surtain, Tyler Warren, and JT. Mr. Warren. They are Landon, and they're a little bit more shorter printed. They're a little bit better than last year's, too. They hold a little bit more value than last year's did. Garrett, Flowers, Ward and Williams, and Carson Swessinger. Crosby, Achan, Garrett, and Travis Hunter. It's not Steve. Hi, not Steve. Gibbs, Pickens, Diggs, and Golden. Robinson, Tua, Njoku, and Landon Jackson. We got JJ, Dexter, Josh Allen, and Gunnar Helm. Purdy, Cook, Malik Neighbors, and Mike Green. Swift, Hill, Harrison, and Achan. It is an Earth. Fields, Metcalf, Murray and Mayfield, and a Donovan. And last pack is Hurts, Smith, Worthy, and Marks. All right, we got one box left. The final box. The finale. And then all I've got for you football-wise, you guys, is in the shop right now. And then I'm going to run one case of the new Marvel after that. Not Steve, you can't trust rumors. Nico Collins, Pat Surtain, Kyron Williams, and Sanker. Benson, Jacobs, Saquon out of 199, and Eamon Worry. Achan, Theo, Jackson Diat, and Cam Ward. Quincy Williams, Bucky Irving, Tesla on the refractor, and Ashton Jeanty. Ooh, the Bears been real quiet in this. Bear down. Yes, they have. Darnold, Pollard, Irving, and Royals. Crosby, London, Mike Evans out of 150, and a Bashaw Tootin. Achan, Gibbs, Allen, and Pat Bryant. Pickens, Garrett, Birch on the white hole, and Monungai. You know what I think I just realized? And I hope it's not the case, but I think this is, we didn't get a white hole box in this one, did we? Just a singularly white hole box. We hadn't gotten it. This might be it. Flowers, Robinson, Waddle, and Scorton. Thanks, not Steve. Grayson, you know how we do. McLaurin, Stroud, Barkley, and Riley Leonard. Right? Neighbors, Goddard, Coleman, and Alec. It is a Patty Mahomes Earth. It sure is. Prescott, Young, Murray, Makuba. Gonzalez, Hall, Lambjack, and Jalen Noel. Pearsall, Evans, Higgins, and Hampton. Samuel, Jefferson, Burrow and Chase, and Ingram Dawkins. Trey, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, Trey. I'm sorry. No. And have a great Sunday. Tua, Joe Burrow, Josh Jacobs, and Malachi Starks. No, you're not, Steve. Not Steve. No, you're not Steve. No, you're not Steve. Hurts, Smith, Parsons, and Trey Harris. Aaron Jones, Rico Dowdle, Josh Allen, and Calvin Banks Jr. Lambjack, Daniel Dimes, David Njoku, and Malachi Moore. James Jr., May, Hampton, and Travion, and Upton Stout. I didn't realize it till I started opening it and I saw the white hole and it clicked. I was like, that's the white hole box. You don't want to end with the white hole box, but sometimes that's the way things go. I'm going to do a recap of this. I don't know what's left in the next one. I just know it's a lot easier to get into than any football we've ran today. That will be my last football of the morning. And then I'm going to do a Marvel after that. Whenever that football fills, I'm going to do a Marvel. Okay. Recap is imminent. Recap is imminent. What do you think about Art Modell, not Steve? What do you think about Art Modell? What do you know about Art Modell? Does anybody in here know anything about Art Modell? We got Josh Jacobs, Burrow and Chase, Lamb Jack, Saquon Barkley, Jordan Birch, Jackson Dart, Garrett, Tyler Warren, Sanders, Mimbu, Burrow, Revel Jr. out of 199, Kyle McCord, Shooter, and Jackson Diott. Patty Surtain, CeeDee Lamb, Travis Kelce, Hurts and Brown, Josh Allen, and Kaiser. So I got a little secret about Modelo that you guys don't realize. It tastes exactly like High Life. So don't pay the extra $50,000 for it. All right, just stop doing it. Don't do it. It tastes exactly the same. We got Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford out of 299. Rodgers. Banks Jr. out of 75. Matthew Golden out of 150. Jacobs out of 99. Kittle out of 199. Stout out of 99. Shamar Stewart out of 299. Out of 75, Dexter Lawrence. Mike Evans out of 150. Tesla. Barkley out of 199. And Jackson Dart. We got Mason Graham for the Brownies. We also had Carson Schlesinger out of 299. Egbuka out of 75 for the Bucks. Scattaboo Sun. Patty Mahomes Earth. And the Micah Parsons 2 out of 5 for the pack. Challenge accepted. Frank, I'm sorry that didn't come to better fruition there. Should have been a little bit more in there than that. But it's the way it goes sometimes, unfortunately. Overlays coming down. And let's start with one of these Topps Chrome Black. Maybe. What will I find? Good luck. Trevor Lawrence, Carson Schlesinger, Jalen Walker, Arashi Rice on the mini diamonds out of 75, Mayfield and Kelsey. It's Rashi. Cooper Kupp, Saquon Barkley, Taylor, Harris, Worthy out of 299, and Jonathan Taylor. On the encased card, Hey, we found one, bro. Luther Burden on the auto for the Bears. We're going in the right direction now, Bear Down Sports. A deed.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
T-Funk, the answer right now is Beckett, but I haven't used them yet. I'm planning on using them this month. Prior to that, it was PSA, but right now they're a little bit on. I wouldn't mess with them for right now, anyways. Empty box. Maybe when things open up a little bit better. It's signature time. It's signature. Devontae Adams, Drake May, Xavier Worthy, Raheem Mostert, Jalen Lane out of 275. Cam Wood on the auto for the Titans, going to Steve, because that's how Steve rolls. Jetta's on the refractor, Chris Olave, Higgins, and Harmon. All right. I'm liking this start. I'm liking this start. Don't be mad at me. I didn't do nothing. Elijah, I'm sorry. You must be used to people that just yell it all the time. They're still out there. There's a few of those on right now. I'm sure they'd be more than happy to have you. DJ Moore, Josh Jacobs, CeeDee Lamb, Nick Scorton, For the Texans, Jaden Higgins out of 225. Travion Henderson for the Pats. Luke Lachey on the refractor. Oh, boy. 5 out of 5 StarCast short print for the Chiefs. Wonks. Adeed. Can't see it. It's kind of hard to see. Here, we'll do this. Yeah, we want those. I love how people say stuff and then they don't say anything else. They're just, you know what I mean? They got comments, they got emojis, but when you call them out on something, they instantly curl up into a little ball and cry. DK and JT. Marvin Harrison Jr., Derrick Henry, Achan, Booker. It was just a joke, Elijah. Chill, bro. It was just a joke. Chill. CJ Stroud out of 225. DK out of 50. See how that goes both ways? Yeah. Adeed. And that's going to Steve.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a D.
Bucky Irving on the refractor. Chase Brown, Riley, and Muhammad. New tops. Blue ball, it's doing pretty good. Hey, Adriana. Kittle, Hopkins, Hutchinson, and Princely. Tyreek. Ooh, hold up. There's a redemption here. Hold on. 25 out of 25, Tyreek Williams for the Lions. Good luck. Good luck. Topps redemption card. Congratulations. You are due to receive a veteran class autograph, variation black gold parallel of Devin Achan for the Fins. Going to Herman. Herman, happy dance. Happy dance.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
Yeah, it was the way you did it. We love Kirk. So next time, just don't do anything. I saw the way you said it, and it was also cosmic, so you didn't even say the right product. So Kirk, just next time, just don't do anything. Luke Lachey, Brock Purdy, Campbell, and Tootin. Achan. Red Redemption. What red? Red Dead Redemption, Steve? This is Achan for the Fins. Let's do another one of these. Jackson Smith. We got Will Campbell and Omari and Hampton. Shamar Stewart out of 99. Reed and Crosby. Uh-oh, Stephanie's in here talking. That's the most I've seen you put in the chat ever, Stephanie. We're going to go find it. We're going to go find it right now. Hang on. Hang on. Let's get serious here. Hang on. We're going to get serious for Stephanie. Hang on. All right. Now I'm serious. Jordan Love, Cortland Sutton, Royals, Brooks, Brock Bowers out of 150, and Justin Jefferson. Hey, look, something. Look, I got serious and a card showed up. All right, encased card. Chiefs, Jalen Royal shows up again for the second time this morning. The second time. Well. Empty box. Appreciate you, Simba. Tomorrow's the big day. All right, let's do signature, and then we'll do cosmic. And then we'll end with Topps Chrome Black. Marvel is pinned at the bottom of your screen, and there are 738 spots left in that. Almost at halfway. Yep. Empty box. And remember what I said, you guys. Do not leave the all other letter spots. They hit like crazy. Even if you're not sure which characters they are. This is how I'd put it. As somebody that gets into a break, maybe you have a favorite character to chase. Get that character and then get one of those spots. It's like insurance. It's like backup. Ridley, Collins, Addison, Williams, Maffa out of 225, Riley Leonard, not numbered, but we'll take it on the refractor auto. Mason Graham, Dylan Gabriel, Darius Alexander, and Devin Neal. Aaron, you know, that's an excellent question. I'm gonna have to come up with that when I end today's. Something. I'll come up with something. I don't know what yet, but I'll come up with something. Gil, yes, I did. I haven't opened the pack yet, but Mr. left it sitting in here on the table the other day. I just forgot to do it. But it's sitting right over here in the back corner. Mixon, Young, Robinson, Stewart. The day it was in here, I was kind of in a rush and I wanted to get live. I just didn't open it. It wasn't out of spite or anything. I didn't open it yet. Bears, Colston Loveland out of 100. And that's another bear.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
No, I appreciate it when you send that stuff. It's just usually stuff for extra for the PC, Gil. You didn't put a $15,000 card in there, did you? Do I need to go over there and open it? Christian McCaffrey, Garrett, Judkins, and Eamon Morey. Please say you did. Please. Gil. 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 AJ Brown. Jones, Komet, Starks, Marcus Mbao out of 225. Tyler Warren on the auto for the Colts. And that is Frank. Look, Gil just dipped out. He's like, he didn't open my pack, Junior. Jalen Noel. Patty Mahomes on the roses. Martin and Besh. I'm Lions, blue ball. I'm Lions. That's 2 short prints for Kansas City. May, Smith, Ertz, Bryant, Lad McConkey out of 175. Pat Bryant on the auto for the Broncos. Alvin Kamara, St. Brown, Taylor, and Golden. Well, all right then. And Lad McConkey right here. Cosmic. Devin Achan. Smile, Devin Achan. Whoa, Pax, chill out there. Empty box. I collect Barry Sanders more than anything, blue ball. But I got quite a few Calvins and pretty much any Lion, really. Pitts, Love, Sanders and Hunter, and a Mason Graham. Hang on, it froze again. Hill, Fields, Tet, and Benjamin Morrison. JJ, Dexter Lawrence, Puka, and Tyler Booker. Purdy, Cook, Benson, and Belton. All right, we got a Mercury, maybe. Jalen Lane, Rico Dowdle, Rookie Buck, Mercury, Egbuka for the Bucks. That's King. And King gets another deed, because that's how he rolls. Deederific.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
Pearsall, Evans, Waddle, Alexander. Samuel, Jefferson, Sweat, and Gordon. Nico Collins, Surtain, Joe Burrow, and Burden. Prescott, Young, Henry, TJ Sanders. Benson, Achan, Cook, and Howard. DK, Kamara, Lambjack out of 199, and Mimbu. No, it's Marvel. Marvel's pinned at the bottom of your screen. It's a full case. 8 hobby boxes. Hertz, Smith, Shadur, Abdul Carter. Aaron Jones, Rico Dowdle, Scorton, and Ty Hamilton. Lambjack and Danny Dimes with a Jahmyr Gibbs and a Will Johnson. Derwin James Jr., Drake May, A.J. Brown, and Tet. It's Tet. Theo, Horn, Taylor out of 99, and a Jackson Dart base. Going to the Colts, Jonathan Taylor. I think I like this. I think I might like this color the most. Probably because I'm a Lions fan. Williams, Irvin, Taylor, and Ewers. McLaurin, Stroud, Sutton, and Tate Ratledge. It's close. It's close. Nix, Judy, Diot, and Watts. Caleb Williams, Jonathan Taylor, Norman Lott, and Colston Loveland. We got one box left. It's a Topps Chrome Black. You don't mess with Hutch. Not out of 99. No, you don't. You can try. You better think another thing. You got another thing coming. All right, the finale. What up, Justin? What up, dog? All right, last box. And then it's Marvel after that, folks. It's pinned at the bottom of your screen. There's only 738 spots left. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. We'll take that. We'll take that. All right, 2 packs and an encased card to end it. I'm good. Just chilling, ripping, and chilling. That's how I do. Garrett, Starks, McCord, Terrence Ferguson, gold mini diamond for the Rams, Olave and Hertz. Zay Flowers, McBride and Ewers, Genty, Tony Pollard out of 150, and Brock Purdy. Uh-oh, blue ball. You better watch it now. Oh, come on. I thought it was old boy. But we'll take it. It's R.J. Harvey on the auto for the Broncos. Steph, we'll take it. I thought it was Bo. I don't know why I did, but I thought it was him. But we'll take an R.J. Harvey auto for the Broncos to end it out. Empty box. And that was that, folks. I got Marvel in the shop. And I'm going to do a recap of this real quick. If you're somebody that's only been with me for football this morning, thank you. I appreciate you. I'm going to do a recap of this. Thank you, Who. Thank you, everybody. I'll be back on in the morning. I won't be on all day or long into the afternoon like I normally am because it's my birthday. But I am going to get on tomorrow. So hopefully I'll see some of you tomorrow. Thanks, David. And yeah, that's the plan. Now I'm going to do a recap of this, and then we're going to do Marvel. And I like that very much. All right, recap. Tony Pollard, Omar Norman Lott, Dart, Sanders, Burrow. Blue Ball, are you following me? Hang on. I don't know if you're following me or not. Here, I just followed you, Blue Ball. And if you guys want to, this is me. So if you want to, that's me. That's what I'm usually on. This one right here. So if you want to, follow that. Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you. I appreciate you. Let me get through the rest of this. Mbao out of 225. McCaffrey. 25 out of 25. Tyleek Williams. CJ Stroud out of 225. Higgins out of 225, Jetta and Lane out of 275. Jonathan Taylor out of 99. Paul out of 175. Maffa out of 225. Bowers out of 150. McConkey out of 175. Shamar out of 199. Worthy out of 299. And Rashi out of 75. We had Jalen Royals. We had the redemption for the Fins. Black Gold. I think that's out of 10 out of that product. I'm not 100% positive, though. Pat Bryant on the auto. 11 out of 50, Terrence Ferguson. Lamb Jack out of 199. Colston Loveland out of 100. Warren and Leonard. DK for the Titans out of 50. Mahomes on the Roses short print. Travion Henderson. Egbuka on the Mercury. Cam Ward auto. RJ Harvey on the auto. Luther Burden on the auto. And Patty Mahomes on the StarCast, 5 out of 5. Okay. Let me check this real quick. Maybe football updated. It doesn't always take forever. It hasn't done it yet, but we can get some penny sleeves for this break. I'm going to put a half case of Topps Chrome Cosmic Football and 2 Topps Chrome Black into the shop as soon as this number updates on it, okay? It hasn't done it yet, but when it does, we'll put that in there. No, it's Yerba Madre styled. It's Yerba Madre. But we don't have to wait anymore for this because it's already full. Okay, it updated. Half case of Topps Chrome Cosmic. And I tell you what, you guys, I'll make a deal with you. Well, actually, never mind. Let's just see how fast it goes. Because now we're opening a new case. And that makes it to where you guys are going to want the other half. I don't know if I'm going to do that or not. It really depends on how fast that sells out. But it is in the shop. It is pinned. Well, it's not pinned yet. It's trying to be pinned. Okay. It's in the shop, and now it's pinned. No, I didn't even think about it, Norton, until now. I didn't even think about it. Now I'm opening a new case, and you guys are going to want the other half. It's fine, but I'm not guaranteeing that, you guys. I'm not guaranteeing I'm going to run that again. It really depends on how long it takes for that to fill. All right, let's focus on Marvel. Football is pinned at the bottom of your screen. Empty box. All right, Marvel, be good to us. If somebody hits a nasty Thanos, my birthday's tomorrow. Don't feel guilted into giving it to me. That's a joke, by the way. Black Widow starts it out on the fanfare. She-Hulk on the variation. Magic, Eternity, and Spider-Punk. And if you haven't seen these yet, these are really nasty. They did a really, really good job this year. I'm glad we're getting more. This is one of the more fun rips I've done in a while. And again, I apologize if you missed out on it. I only had one. Doctor Strange on the Beyond. Oh, did you get that spot, Norton? Did you really? You don't have to do that, bro. That was a joke. But we have a really nasty card right here. I don't know who got this spot, but congratulations. Iron Man out of 80. 39 out of 80. That's an excellent hit. That's an excellent hit. I saw Jamie. I saw you. I saw y'all doing it. Deed.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
We've got Doctor Doom, Grandmaster, Kate Bishop, and Black Cat. See, they did a really good job on the artwork. The pictures they chose, they did a good job. Nice guy, I hope so. Let's get a super on Sunday. Weapon 8, The Thing. Nice. You don't see these all the time. Clea out of 99 on the fanfare. And again, you guys, I'm sorry. I don't know who has what, and I'm not going to take the time to try to scroll through it all the time. But congratulations, whoever has that. That's actually a good hit. Spider-Boy and Mantis. We'd be here all day if I scrolled through in there and try to find who had every spot. Black Panther, Doom, Abomination. We have Moon Knight, Ant-Man, and Mr. Sinister. Mr. Sinister was big. I don't have any left, ET. I'm sorry. I don't have any left. We're getting some more in, but this is the last case I had. Clea on the variation. Gwenpool, Abomination, Vulture, Enchantress, and Ironheart. Sorry about that, ET. We'll get some more for next week, though. This was the only one I had. And I told him we'd run some Marvel at some point, and today was the day. Football is pinned at the bottom of your screen. It is a half case of Topps Chrome Cosmic Football, fresh case, and there's also 2 Topps Chrome Black in it. Meanwhile, insert out of 75, Lady Henrietta. That's nasty. Hobgoblin, Arcade, Colossus, and Dragonfire. Beast, Moonstar, Iron Man Refractor, Green Goblin, X-23, and Toxin. Doom. It is She-Venom Orange, 25 out of 25. Now tell me that's not a sick card. Come on now. Don't you be trying to fib me. That's sick.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
Nimrod, Exodus, Thor, and U.S. Agent. Silk, Beast, Spider-Ham, Mary Jane, Rasputin, and Longshot. Meanwhile, out of $3.99, we've got Doyle Dormammu. It is Venom, Kingpin, Cyclops, and Captain Britain. And yes, all cards ship, even the base. Emma Frost on the fanfare. Black Knight, Daredevil, Captain Marvel, and Adam Warlock. Maybe, Ben, you never know. Weirder things have happened. Captain Marvel. We got an artist signature behind this. It is Mark Brooks out of 75. That's one of the cooler ones I've even seen. Who's that on? Who's that? Is that, who is that? Who's that? Is that Psylocke? Who is that? Now, this has its own spot. I'm just curious what character that is. Is it Psylocke? I thought it might be Amanda. Yeah, this has its own spot. The artist auto spot. It has its own spot in this break. I thought it was, but I didn't want to say it and it looked silly. Chameleon, Omega Red, Glob, and Hope Summers. And that's just one. We got 7 more to go. Indeed it was, BM. Indeed it was. Phoenix on the Beyond. Kitty Pryde out of 99 green. Goblin Queen, Angela, Tigra, and Luna Snow. Spider-Man 2099, Webweaver, Kingpin, Glitch, Rachel Summers, and Wolverine. I don't know if I've seen this many of these up to this point. Quite a few of them. Doom insert out of 399, Hellgate. We've got Carnage, Silver Sable, Iron Cat, and Werewolf by Night. Oh boy. Out of 5 behind this. Moon Girl on the Claude out of 5. Now, I'm going to show this. I don't know who has Moon Girl, but whoever has Moon Girl, there's a little bit of wax on that. You see that? Now, I've encountered this before. That should come off fairly easily. You just need a microfiber cloth. And don't like scrub it. It's not necessary. Just take your time. That'll come off. That will come off. But 5 out of 5 Moon Girls, I'm pretty sure we take those.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
Quicksilver, Lady Henrietta, and Mephisto. It looks good to me, G-Man. It looks like something that'll come off. Yeah, I don't think you need anything. Now, this is not if you feel like you need something moist, if you need something with some moisture to it. G-Man, you didn't hear this from me, but I'd do that. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Piper. Here it is. Miles Morales, The Beyond. My bad. You got it, G-Man. Meanwhile, insert. It is Enchantress out of 250, Deathlock, Wiccan, War Machine, and Shocker. I'd rather do that, G-Men, than put some kind of chemical on it. Because you're not really getting that much moisture from doing that. It's like the least amount of moisture as you could possibly get, really. Cyclops, Throg, Spider-Man, Sabretooth, and Iron Fist. But I don't think you'll have to. I think you'll be able to clean it without doing that. Sorry about that, Piper. Hey, Cash. Meanwhile, we've got America Chavez out of 75. She-Venom, Juggernaut, Agatha, and America Chavez. Helverine, Athena, Silk, Marvel, Moonstar, and Scarlet Witch. U.S. Agent on the Fanfare, Silence, Venomouse, Craven, and Null. We're only a box and a half in here, J-Rob. And if there was a sketch, it'd be front and center on that stand. Trust and believe that. Ultimate Wolverine, Miss Marvel, Mystique, Human Torch, Electro, and Rapid. I did. I put another football up there. There's 22 spots left in it. Paul, they're not guaranteed. They're not. But I've had cases with 2 sketches in it before. So sometimes there's none. Sometimes there's multiple. Doom, Rogue, Ultron, Archangel, and Strong Guy. Hey, Salty. Good afternoon. Welcome on in, dog. White Tiger, Carnage. That's sick. Rasputin, Emma Frost, Hawkeye, and Lockjaw. Box number 2 is in the books. And some of those refractors, I'm not top loading, you guys. Don't worry, they'll be top loaded. We'd be here forever and a day if I top loaded every single refractor in this. What up, Brody? Nada. Black Panther, Silver Sable, Wolverine, White Tiger, and Kid Venom. Mr. Sinister on the Beyond. Out of 61, Glitch on the Marvel logo fractor. Dark Gwenpool, Thanos, Shang-Chi, and Sunspot. Appreciate you hopping in that next one, Chair. Thank you very much. It is Elektra, Inari, White Fox, Invisible Woman, Ultimate Wolverine, and Cosmic Ghost Rider. Doom insert. Out of 99, America Chavez on the green laser. Taskmaster, She-Hulk, Silence, and Madam Richards. You know what, Ben? I don't know. That maybe there's something that happened that year. That's a good question. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that. Marvel, meanwhile, insert. Nice. Hobgoblin out of 275. Is that when it was created, Amanda? I knew it was close to then. I didn't know it was actually that time. So that's when that makes sense. Gambit, Scream, Loki, and Maestro. I knew it was early on. It was early on, shortly after my dad was born. My dad and mom. So it was just a few years after they were born. White Fox, Leader, Lizard, Sister Sorrow, Wasp, and Hellcat. Werewolf by Night, Invisible Woman, Nightcrawler, Vulcan, and Moon Girl. Moon Girl, I said. Oh yeah, DC's been around since, wow, I don't even know, Brody. At least the 30s, right? Something like that. Meanwhile, insert War Machine out of 199 on that Givey spot. Looky there. Nimrod, Exodus, Thor, and U.S. Agent. $1934. Sunspot, Spider-Woman, Raylith, Green Goblin, X-23, and Toxin. Black Panther, Doom Insert, Doyle, Dormammu, Shuri, Storm, and Sentry. Yeah, they were busy that day, Amanda. Silver Surfer, Scarlet Witch, Iron Cat, Luke Cage, Devil Dinosaur, and Elektra. J-Rob, you know what? Let me think about that for a second. I think they were up there for a while. I think they'd gotten all the way up to like 500 something at one point, but I think they've come back down. I haven't looked in a while, so I'm not exactly sure the exact amount of them right now, and I don't want to tell you wrong. Star-Lord on the Beyond. Vision out of 39. Bro, that's sick. Is that recalled? That's cool, bro. 8 out of 39. That's cool. Ghost Rider, Hellgate, Spider-Woman, and Arachnix. Nice hit. Nice hit. All right, this, after we're done with this box, will be the halfway point of the break. Yeah, that torch parallel's nasty. You don't see it very often either. Well, obviously, because it's out of 39, but empty. Meanwhile, insert Doom 2099 out of 80. Spider-Girl, Dormammu, Black Bolt, and Miss Marvel. They did, Dominic, you're not wrong. They did a really, really good job this year. They just did. There's no way not to see it. If you collect cards, I don't care what kind of cards you collect, you can see that these are nice. Clea, Scarlet Spider, Werewolf by Night, The Thing, and Nova. Oop, wrong top loader. Doctor Strange out of 50. Scarlet Witch auto. And now that's still artist. That's still an artist auto. Yeah, it is. Okay. I was about to freak out a little bit. Gavin, what do you got to say, bro? Out of 50. Out of 50. Forge, SPDR, Beast, and Hallows Eve. Doomosaurus is coming. Parker, Moonstar, Werewolf by Night out of 75. What up, Kersaxon? And that is out of 75. Double check what? What am I double checking? That's Bella. That clearly says Bella, and that's the artist. That's an artist auto. Right? Baron Zemo and Misery. Black Panther, Doom, Venomouse, Infernal Hulk, Captain America, and Rocket Raccoon. Hellcat, Silk, Lady Henrietta, Domino, Jean Grey, and Ghost Spider. Captain Marvel, Hawkeye out of 75, Wreck Rap, Night Drifter, Jubilee, and Amaranth. Well, thank you, Adam. Deathlock, Wolverine, Lizard, Scarlet Spider, Kid Juggernaut, and Man-Thing. Just ripping a little Marvel at him. Doom, Spider-Boy out of 275. And you go up here with old boy up there. Dark Gwenpool, Thanos, Kid Venom, and Sunspot. Spider-Woman, Elektra, Ghost Rider, Shang-Chi, Ultimate Wolverine, and Cosmic Ghost Rider. Hulk's first appearance. Colossus out of 50 on the gold wave. I hope we do get a sketch. Invisible Woman, Taskmaster, She-Hulk, and Madam Richards. Put these over here. Daredevil, Helverine, Doc Ock, Sleeper Agent, and Silence. There you go. Did that help? Do you feel better now? We good? All right, that was the halfway point. We got 4 more to go. Half cooked. Emptiness. Doctor Doom on the Beyond, Vulcan out of 399, Icarus, Jeff the Landshark, Kitty Pryde, and Gamora. Kid Venom, Moon Knight, Dr. Octopus, Doc Ock, Agent, and SPDR. Echo, Gwenpool, Spider-Girl, Dormammu, Black Bolt, and Ghost Spider. Meanwhile, Raylith out of 150. What's up, Kyle and Noah? Forge, Baron Zemo, Beast, and Hallows Eve. Hope you're having a good Sunday. Hope you're having a good Sunday, gents. There's Doctor Doom, Revelation, Misery, Captain America, and Rocket Raccoon. Just chilling. We just chilling. Whoa. That's nasty. She-Hulk on the Beyond. And this is out of 10. Oh, of course it is. Hi, Mrs. Is this about this? So is it supposed to go to Scarlet Witch? Okay, because it's got the art. It's got art by Bella Ratchlin. So the artist signed it. So that's an artist signature. I have a really nasty card in my hand. So I just want to. It's fine, Mrs. You're the leader. You you tell me, because it's fine. No, we'll work it out, you guys. I just know that's it said it was the artist that signed it. So we have an artist signed spot. So I just want to make sure it's, you know what I mean? No, I know that. I know that. Yes, I understand that. But that's still an artist that signed it. Say. And I can see that it says Scarlet Witch at the bottom. Okay. So who has the art? Who has Scarlet Witch and who has the artist spot? Just so I know. Who has Scarlet Witch and who has the artist auto spot? Okay, Shine. And then who has Scarlet Witch? Okay. So, all things considered, you guys, I think it's probably fair that it go to Scarlet Witch, but I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to get it wrong because it has an artist auto on it. So we're gonna go. This is going to go to Scarlet Witch. Okay. So I just wanted full discretion, you guys. This will go to Scarlet Witch. I just assumed that we had an artist auto spot, and you know what I'm saying. So this will go to Scarlet Witch. Okay. But I didn't know how to handle it because I knew we had an artist auto spot. So look, there's a really nasty card in my hand, and I'm a buyer. I'm a buyer on this card. It's a super short print, and it's out of 10. And it is Thanos. I don't know who has Thanos, but I'm serious. I'm a buyer on this. So whoever's got Thanos, King, do you really? Oh, no way, King. There ain't no way. We'll have to figure out. This hasn't been out very long, bro. We'll have to. And then Shine, Mrs. said she'll send you something for that card. I don't know how to comp this, so it's gonna be. It's a good card, King. Congrats.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
Venomouse, Infernal Hulk, Domino, and Jean Grey. Discount. Yeah, let me get an AARP discount on it, King. Black Panther, Doom, The Thing, Wreck Rap, Miss Marvel, and Nova. I don't even know, King. I doubt there's any posted, so it might take a little while before I can even do that. We might have to wait to see what happens and see if one other one's pulled or something. Cosmic Ghost Rider, Jeff the Land Shark, Vision, Night Drifter, Jubilee, and Amaranth. Okay. Meanwhile, on the refractor, Nightcrawler out of 75. That's nasty. Scarlet Spider, Kid Juggernaut, Man Thing, and Miles Morales. Base did 170, and that's out of 10. King, I'll text you later. I'll text you later. I think that's a good enough starting point for me to figure it out, or or at least make us both happy. Iron Man on the Fanfare, She-Venom, Blade, Anti-Venom, and Beta Ray Bill. I get that senior citizen discount now. Oh yeah, there is a football breakdown there. You saw it sold for $1,500, or somebody put the price tag of $1,500 on it. Tombstone, Zhang, Forge, Scorpion, Apocalypse, and Dazzler. Okay, that seems a tad high. Doom, Doctor Strange out of 41. There it is. That's nasty. Congrats. Congratulations. So out of 5 sold for $1,200. Thank you, Vital. Thank you. I kind of had a rough idea when she told me what the non-numbered one sold for. So MODOK, Black Panther, and Doctor Doom. King? I don't have anything Bucks related, probably. Not with him. I got more Pat stuff with him on it, but all right, we got 3 boxes left here. Let me get back to business here. A whole bunch went down. I sat there and we had to talk about Scarlet Witch, and then I had a Thanos out of 10 in my hands. Empty. All right, I'll see what I can come up with, King. Helverine, Star-Lord, Mary Jane, Black Widow, and Black Knight. Okay. Glob, Dark Gwenpool, Venom, Kingpin, Daredevil, and Captain Marvel. Meanwhile, insert Juggernaut, Orange Wave out of 25. Now tell me that's not nasty. By the way, this case has been spectacular. And out of 5, Claude, and out of 10, I mean, Spider-Man, Revelation, Mutina, and Groot. It's been a nasty case. Jimmy, is that you, bro? Scorpion, Dazzler, War Machine, Leader, Hercules, and Iceman. Mega, sometime next week when we get more. This was the last case I had. Black Panther, Doom, Chameleon, Omega Red, Glob, and Adam Warlock. Glitch, Mary Jane, Magneto, Spider-Boy, Hope Summers, and Mantis. Doctor Doom on the Beyond, Abomination out of 250, Rasputin, Longshot, Cyclops, and Captain Britain. Meanwhile, Refractor, Ant-Man out of 50. Excellent case on that variation too. Excellent case. It ain't stopping. We still got 2 boxes left. Please give us a sketch too. I know you've given us nasty cards, but please give us a sketch. Abomination, Moon Knight, Ant-Man, and Mr. Sinister. This case has shown very many good deeds. which means maybe, you know, Sketch is not there. I want it to be there. Death, Nimrod out of 399, Hobgoblin, Ironheart, Colossus, and Dragonfire. Black Knight, Shuri, Rachel Summers, Vulture, and Enchantress. Norton, I called you. I don't know. What did I do? What did I do? I didn't do it. I didn't mean it. I didn't do it. Wasn't me. Wasn't me. Loki, Luna Snow, Tigra, Arcade, Eternity, and Spider-Punk. Doom insert. Miles Morales out of 99. That's sick too. They do, Phoenix. They sure do. Doom 2099, Grandmaster, Kate Bishop, and Black Cat. All right. We got 2 boxes left. Well, 1 now because I'm going to open this one. Nothing. Nada. Nothing. Did you, Mysterious? That's cool. He does right there. 2 vital right there. That's crazy. Sentry, Luke Cage, Ultron, and Archangel. Ain't no way you asked that and then it was there. J and K need a little love. Molecule Man. Artist auto for certain this time. Andy Kubert. And looks like there's a picture of, is that Gambit back there? But this is artist auto spot. That's number 2 of this break. We've got She-Venom, Emma Frost, Hawkeye, and Lockjaw. That is yours. That is yours, Shine. Yes. I guess the biggest difference, I mean, they're all going to have artist autos on them, but the difference is that there's a picture of the artist on it. So that you see that, you know it's yours, Shine. And then if I pull something similar like this out of the rest of the break and it has the character on it, then it goes to the character. But I knew it was an artist auto, so that's why I went that way. Oh, okay, that makes sense, mister. That makes sense. And looking at it, it makes sense. That makes sense. Hi Recalled. Mr. Fantastic, Electro out of 199, Human Torch, Deathlock, Electro, and Rapid. Rachel Summers, Scarlet Witch, Juggernaut, Agatha Harkness, America Chavez, and Iron Fist. Black Panther, Doom, Spider-Man 2099, Sabretooth, Quicksilver, Lady Henrietta, and Mephisto. Kyle, that's my last break of the day. And I don't know how many spots are left, but I'm sure a couple. Omega Red. This was going to be my last one, but they wanted one more, so I said, okay, I can do that. Scorpion, Apocalypse, Dazzler, and Black Panther. And I will be on tomorrow morning, you guys. I won't be on for a huge, long amount of time like I normally am. But I will be on tomorrow morning. Doom insert. Arcade out of 399. Anti-Venom, Icarus, Miles Morales, and Beta Ray Bill. It is recalled. I'm going to get on for a little bit. 7 o'clock Central. It is. It's my birthday, but I'm going to get on for I'm going to get on for a little bit. Prince, I don't know the answer to that. I'm not sure if Noah and Kobe are getting on tonight or not. Moon Girl, Miles Morales, Clea, Jeff the Land Shark, Kitty Pride, and Gamora. Thank you, Jimmy. Anti-Venom, Dark Gwenpool, Ares, Wiccan, War Machine, and Shocker. Doom insert. Out of 50, Gold Colossus, Craven, Null, Angela, and Tigra. Pretty big, Cole. I mean, you figure that one right there alone's probably, well, the out of 5 sold for 1,200, so that's out of 10. Thank you, buddy. Meanwhile, insert out of 99, Jubilee, Rogue, Moonstar, Scarlet Witch, and Strong Guy. Did they get the gold wave too? We'll see it when I do the recap. Namor, Archangel, Silver Surfer, MODOK, and Dr. Doom. All right. It's crazy that a Thanos, that particular Thanos was in here. That's kind of wild. Let's just say I've gotten Thanos in a few case breaks around out there. Empty. All right. Please give us a sketch. Please. Please. Black Panther, Doom, Psylocke, Throg, Doctor Strange, and Star-Lord. Black Cat on the fanfare, Storm, Doomasaur, Iron Man, and White Fox. Come on, sketch. Please. Please. I know it's asking for a lot with everything that's on that stand. It really is. Miles Morales, Star-Lord out of 150, Galactus, Doomasaur, Magic, and Professor X. Yep, he did. I see it now. I see it now. They're both up there. Sister Sorrow, Gamora, Gambit, Clea, Ultimate Daredevil, and Spider-Ham. Phoenix. We got an artist, one of those artist rendition cards or whatever. I can't remember the name of it right now. Wow, Venom on the original art. That's what it is, original art. I don't know who has Venom, but we take these, and this card is absolutely sick. Look at that.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
Mr. Fantastic, Tombstone, Gwenpool, and Strife. Well, I think that puts getting a sketch pretty much impossible at this point. Meanwhile, insert Shang-Chi out of 61. Mysterio, Ares, Elbeka Voss, and Rayleigh. Maestro, Angela again, Spider-Man Noir, Magneto, and Blade. I would think so, Amanda. It'd be tough. That'd be like truly over the top if Sketch showed up right now. Doom, insert, Vulture out of 275, Venomizer, Blink, Hulk, and Mystique. White Tiger, Evangeline, Rhino, Helverine, Thena, and Evangeline. Come on in here. Hop on in the shop, Firehawk. There might be a teams for you. Null, Daredevil, Wiccan, Goblin Queen, Glitch, and Luna Snow. Thank you, Firehawk. You're the man now, dog. I do need that. I do need that, Hughes. You're right. Meanwhile, Grandmaster out of 399, Carnage, Rachel Summers, Wolverine, and Werewolf by Night. Last pack magic. And then I'm going to do a recap of this. And football, that is my last break of the day, and it has a lot of teams left. It's all right. It's all right. I can deal. It's all right. I feel fine. It's okay. X23, Electro, Silver Sable, Iron Cat, and Vision. All right, I'm going to do a recap of this break, this nastiness that just went down. And then I'll do a roll call for what is off the board in the next one. All right. Let's see here. You, and then probably you, and you, and you. I guess it doesn't matter. We're going to look at all of them anyways. Iron Man's pretty nasty. Vision's pretty nasty. Doom's pretty nasty. She-Venom's pretty nasty. Nightcrawler ain't bad. Doctor Strange is nasty. All right. We got enough nastiness back there. It'll be all right. So let me do this recap real quick. This was an excellent case. I've done quite a few of these. This is pretty good. Okay. X23, Grandmaster out of 399, Vulture out of 275, Thanos, Shang-Chi out of 61, Black Cat, Storm. Oh, these are cool, by the way. These logo fractors are pretty cool. Storm, Namor, Arcade out of 399, Black Knight, Nimrod out of 399, Abomination out of 250, Doctor Doom, Vulcan out of 399, and Clea. You also had Silver Surfer, Black Panther, U.S. Agent, Cyclops, Miles Morales, Spider-Man 2099, Emma Frost, Silk, Clea, Black Widow, and She-Hulk. And there's a whole row, an entire row of cards that are also going to be top-loaded in this. Like these are not all the cards. These are just the bigger cards that we hit in this break. Hawkeye out of 75, War Machine out of 199, Enchantress out of 250, Hellgate out of 399, Clea out of 99, America Chavez out of 75, Spider-Boy out of 275, same for Hobgoblin. America Chavez, Glitch on the Marvel logo fractor out of 61, Kitty Pryde out of 99, Doriel Dormammu out of 399, Lady Henrietta out of 75, Werewolf by Night, Raylith out of 150, and Daredevil. We had Jubilee, hey D-Todd, Colossus out of 50, Omega Red out of 250, Electro out of 199. One of the artist autos, that is Andy Kubert. We also had Miles Morales out of 99, Ant-Man out of 50, Juggernaut out of 25, Helverine, Iron Man, Star-Lord out of 150, Werewolf by Night out of 75, Colossus Gold Wave out of 50, Nightcrawler out of 75, Doctor Strange 28 out of 41, She-Venom out of 25, last on print, Doom 2099 out of 80, Vision 8 out of 39. We had Iron Man 39 out of 80. We had the Mark Brooks Artist Auto out of 75. We also had Scarlet Witch, 2 out of 50, going to Scarlet Witch spot. The Artist Originals, Venom. Thanos, 2 out of 10. Man, astonishing. Bro, I can't believe you hit that. I mean, I'm kind of glad you did because we're going to work it out, but I can't believe that was actually in the break. And Moon Girl, 5 out of 5 on the Claude. Pretty good case there. Thanks, Mini Primo. Hutch, don't worry about that. Somebody completely ruined it before they were even live for 2 minutes. They went in there and said it ugly, and then every time they saw WWE again, they had the bad taste in their mouth. So, don't worry about it. All right, let's do this. I'm gonna do this one first. Oh, really? Okay. No, I saw the first one person that commented it, and they were basically like, "You need to buy it," and I was like, "Oh, great, cool." There's an 8-year-old doing this right now, or whatever. Good luck, everybody. It's rip time for the last time today. Take a screenshot if you're in this. You'll have what you need for replays. Okay? 238 cards on YouTube. That's where it's at. All right. No time like the present. Oh, let me get this out of here so nobody thinks something else is continuing on. That's it. You can buy a Topps binder right now if you'd like. That's completely up to you. There's some nice Topps binders in there right now. You can go in there and get you a couple Topps binders, get you a couple of FIFA to rip at home. I mean, hey. We got some 238 hats for sale in there. I mean, come on. Calvin Ridley, DK, Will Howard, Terrence Ferguson out of 99, Bijan, and Devontae Adams. Derrick Henry, Joey Bosa, Elijah Arroyo, Cam Scattaboo, Jalen Waddle out of 150, and Jordan Addison. Our encased card. Not a rookie, it appears. First on print out. Bro, you can't. No, I'm sorry. You just have to give me the Thanos at this point. This is ridiculous. King, first on print out of 10, Mike Evans. Now, look, empty box. Do you guys know what King hit yesterday? King, didn't you hit the superfractor out of signature of this guy yesterday? Wasn't it him? King is Thanos. I think you might be right, Chris Saxon. First on print out of 10, Mike Evans.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
All right, let's get into some cosmic. And that ain't even the card, you guys. That's not even the card. That ain't the card. The Tom Brady out of 25 Equinox Auto. That's the card. That's the card right there. Empty. Drake May, Malik Neighbors, George Pickens, and a Revel Jr. Jose, I don't know if anyone is. I don't know. Here, you know what? I'll text Mister and I'll ask. Hang on. I'll tell you guys right now. He should get back to me at some point. Dallas Goedert, Christian McCaffrey. Oh, Ben. Oh, out of 75, Tyler Shuck. Look how sick that card is. Boy, oh boy. 48 out of 75. A true deed. Brooke, stop. I don't know what you want me to do. What do you want me to do? A deed.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
So there will be no one on tonight. I just got confirmation from Mr. So the next time we'll be live will be in the morning and it'll be me. Just so you know. Full discretion. Sam Darnold, Tony Pollard, Hertz, and Tet. You got it, Jose. Crosby, Achan, Tesla on the white hole, and Will Johnson. No, Ben. No. Come on. Come on, man. Come on, man. Jahmyr Gibbs, Pickens, Burden, and Hamilton. Kellen, I figured why not. Plus, you guys, I'll be away I'm going to Fanatics Fest this week, so there'll be a few days you won't have me at all. So I figured I'll get on for a couple hours on my birthday. Pull somebody a couple of Ds. Samuel Jefferson, Aiden Hutchinson, and Tyler Booker. Nico Collins, Dalton Schultz, Rico Dowdle out of 150, and Mason Graham. I don't know, Brooke. I don't know what? Say what? What you talking about? Now I'll be there in 2 weeks. I am, Sophia. I sure am. I'm turning 27 this year. Patty Surtain, Dak Prescott, Jackson Smith, and Colston Loveland. Hey, Alex. Bryce Young, Trey Benson, Jordan Birch, and Xavier Watts. No, I'm not turning 27. Oh, okay. Well, Wesley, thank you. Thank you, Wesley. Achan, Johnson, Daniels, and Tate. Garrett, Daniels, Keon Coleman, and Abdul Carter. Oh, I saw Antonio. I saw a few of them in there. It started out bad though. It was meant to be a joke. I hope they took it as such. Flowers, Robinson, Genty, and Bowers, and Mimbu. Thank you. Thanks, Noni. Tua, Gonzalez, Mayfield, and Morrison. Out of 25. Jalen Lane, Jackson Smith. All right, so this is kind of nasty. 23 out of 25. Jalen Hurts and A.J. Brown on the star clusters. Going to, is that the NFL journey? I always forget your name. It's a D no matter what.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
Ricky Pearsall, Mike Evans, Derrick Henry, and Belton. There it is. My NFL journey. I know. I always forget the first part. I forget the easy part. I remember NFL journey, but I forget my. All right. Good news, you guys, we got 4 more hobbies left over there. Hill, Fields, Gardner, and Collins. Who's that? Jalen Hurts? Ben, you an Eagles fan? DK, Hurts, Stroud and Collins, and Tez Johnson. Panini Dust can get you here too. It's not always here. It can get you here too. Oh, is that what he did? I didn't know that. Aaron Jones, Lad McConkey, and Jacory. Krosky Merritt. Rico Dowdle. Lamb Jack, Justin Jefferson, and Ty Felton. Danny Dimes, Derwin James Jr., Taysom Hill, and Savion Williams. That was the white hole box. But in the standard of a white hole box, that was a good one. That Shuck's nasty. That is also nasty. So that was actually a good one. And unless we get a repeat of what started the morning out, that should be the only one we see. Hey, Brooke, did you know that, what was I going to say? Oh, there's a nasty Shuck up there out of 75. It's pretty cool. I mean, I don't know if we'll have a table, Brooke, but we'll be around. We're going to be there for a few days, so. I think we got a Solar Flare signature. Jack Kaiser. Drake London, Solar Flare signature for the Panthers out of 99. That is clean. That is crisp. And that is what we call a deed. Scotty Mint. How about a Bryce Young auto out of 99? How's that suit you?
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
Christian Gonzalez, Josh Jacobs, Jalen Waddle, first on print out of 75, and Jalen Milrow. That's for the Fiends. Here, we'll put you over here. We'll put you over there with Tesla. Hall, Pearsall, Parsons, and McCord. Fett, I went to Marvel, and we did the Marvel, and then I was asked nicely by people to run one more football, so I did. And here it is. Mike Evans, Samuel, Will Campbell, and Will Campbell. Jefferson, Collins, Drake May, and Kenneth Grant. Geno Smith, Aaron Jones, Derek Stingley, and Thornton Jr. Dowdle, London, Brock Purdy out of 199, and Shuck on the base. Nice little Brock Purdy here for the Niners. Big B. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Lamb Jack, Danny Dimes, Christian McCaffrey, and Michael Williams. Derwin James Jr., Drake May, Matthew Stafford on the white hole, and Josh Connerly. And that is... Well, it's the big show. Malik Neighbors. Dallas Goedert, George Kittle, and Egbuka. Tony Pollard, Max Crosby, Mahomes, and Kelsey, and a Tyleek Williams. Can somebody put something in the chat so I know it didn't freeze? Travis Achan, Gibbs, Higgins, and Gabriel. Thank you. George Pickens, Arkham, did you see in the Marvel, did you see it? Garrett, Brian Thomas Jr., and Maxwell Harrison. I know you're supposed to be out and about today. Thanos out of 10. There's a Thanos out of 10. Flowers, Robinson, Puka Nacua, and Jordan Birch. I knew you were out and about today, so I figured you might not have saw it. Jordan Love, J.J. McCarthy, Micah Parsons, and Munungai. Well, that doesn't surprise me. James Cook, DeAndre Swift, Njoku, and Knight Jr. Tyreek Hill, Justin Fields, Xavier Worthy, and Barron. DK Metcalf, Hurts, Coleman, and Warren. Lawrence, Purdy, Love and Golden, and a Walter Nolan. Oh, all right, cards. Sam Darnold, Joe Burrow on the nucleus, and Jaden Higgins. And Big Show. These boxes are pretty good, you guys. I'm gonna do the last Topps Chrome Black, and then we got 2 more Cosmic to go in this. I like our odds right now. I'm liking what I'm seeing. Let's see if we can get lucky in this. Good luck. Let's get a big card out of one of these. Something monstrous. Matthew Stafford, Cam Ward, Shamar Stewart, CeeDee Lamb out of 10. Well, I'd say that's pretty good. Payne, Adeed. 9 out of 10 on the CeeDee Lamb.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's Adeed.
And Jerry Jeudy and Jamar Chase. Xavier Worthy, Aaron Rodgers, R.J. Harvey, Terrence Ferguson. For the Seahawks, Jackson Smith. First on print out of $2.99. And a Lamb Jack. I like this box so far. Surprise us with a nice encased card. Something real nice. We got out of 10. We got Jackson Smith. Come on. Come on. What a with it. What a with it. Out of 50, rookie. Oh, yeah. Yep, thank you. Cam Ward on the Ivory Auto out of 50. 47 out of 50. Now that is a deed. A true deed. The truest of deeds. Empty box. Nice hit, Hoove. Nice hit. This break is doing a little bit of work right now, isn't it? This break is doing a little bit of work right now. We'll put you right here, and we'll put Chuck right here. Okay, that'll work. That'll work. Cam Ward, nasty, bro. All right, we got 2 boxes left, and they're Cosmic, okay? Me too, King. Me too. I wanted something decent, and we got it. Nada. Bijan, Tua, Taylor, and Bowman. Surtain. Oh, we got a supernova. Trey Harris. I don't think it's numbered though. Well, just have yourselves a break, Panthers. Scotty Mint, Teteroa McMillan on the supernova for the Panthers. And yes, Scotty, I mean, what are you going to do, man? What are you going to do?
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's Adeed.
I ain't afraid of no ghost. Dak, Young, Benson, and Banks Jr. Benson, Achane, Jonathan Taylor, and Malachi Moore. What up, Jamie? Theo, Williams, Tet, and Upton Stout. Bucky Irving, Brian Thomas Jr. Ooh. Jackson Dart out of 150. Chair. We needed that, Chair. We needed that. We need more, too. Alec. Jefferson, Collins, Shadur, and Travis Hunter, and JT. It is King. He's been real quiet today, so that'll be interesting tomorrow. Terry, CJ Stroud, Shadur, and Jalen Royals. Bo Nix, Jerry Judy, Kyle McCord on the refractor, and Bayshaw Tootin. It is, Jamie. It's my last one. Caleb Williams, Pitts, Gibbs, and Pat Bryant. I know who, of course it was, right? Christian Gonzalez, Brees Hall, Kyron Williams, and Shamar Stewart. Appreciate you, Jamie. I'll be back in the morning, you guys. Pearsall, Evans, Jackson Dart, and Barrett Carter. That helps a little bit more. Chair. It helps a little bit more. We're getting there. Achan, Gibbs, Brown, and Golden. Yeah, Brody, they've been selling pretty well. Pickens, Garrett, Cook, and Swessinger. Ooh, Zutalors. For the Ravens, Lambjack out of 75. Cody. Your turn for a deed.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
Maxwell Hairston and Tesla. Paul, I've heard that many places here. Thank you, SB. Tomorrow's my birthday, you guys. I told you initially, you know, 'cause I'm not usually on Mondays, but I figured let's get on. I'll get on for a few hours. Now I won't do the long stream that I typically do well into the afternoon. It'll just be, you know, into the early morning, like into the late morning, I guess I should say, like, you know, just a few hours. Flowers, Walker, Will Johnson out of 50 for the Cardinals, and Landon Jackson. 41, Steve. 41. 41 going on 48. Thank you, McShizzle. Danny Dimes, Derwin James Jr., Puka, and Elijah Arroyo. Appreciate you. Drake May, Malik Neighbors, Waddle, and Caldwell. I'll take it. I'll take it, McShizzle. Goddard, Darnold, Kamara, and Simmons. Tony Pollard, Crosby, Joe Burrow, and Travis Hunter. For my birthday, I just want to keep aging like Tom Selleck did. And I'm doing pretty good right now. It's working out so far. All right, last box. Appreciate you, Jebediah. All right. Good luck. No limits. Hey, look. I said it earlier today. You know what the coolest thing about getting older is? And this has happened over time anyways. We get that mindset when you're in grade school and high school and stuff like that, that you actually care what those people think. As I've gotten older, that's the coolest thing, is that you each year that goes by, you care less and less what somebody thinks. Just some random person. Now, you may care what your immediate people around you and the people that you respect and stuff think. But them others, you tripping. Surtain, Prescott, Watt, and Birch. Hill, Fields, Scattaboo, and Donovan for the Cowboys. That's what I'm saying. Each year that goes by. Bills, I don't know. I'd like to, be able to still rip at some point. We got another auto here, I think. We got Terrence Ferguson, Tyler Warren, Ashton Genty, 43 out of 50. I had to look to see. This is The Big Show. And I'm pretty sure Stephanie just threw her phone across the room and said, Primo is whack. She said, Primo, you're whack. Just like that. And Jalen Hurts. She said, Primo, you're whack. Whack. Primo's whack. But congratulations, Big Show. That's a deed.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
Geno Smith, Aaron Jones, Milroe on the refractor, and Kyle Williams. Nice hit, Blake. I'm sorry, Steph. Dowdle, Jackson, J-Mo, and Campbell. Bryce Young, Trey Benson, Josh Jacobs, and Kaiser. There is no Cosmic Retail, Kai. Achan Sweat, Will Campbell out of 99, and Milroe. There should be Resurgence. There should be Resurgence, though. I hope. There should be Resurgence Retail out of 99. Theo Johnson, Quincy Williams, Nico Collins, and Kyle McCord. I almost did it, Ben. It got real close. It might even touch the mat, but it was barely. Bucky Irving, Terry McLaurin, Henry, and Will Campbell. CJ Stroud, Bo Nix, Myles Garrett, and Kenneth Grant. Man, I got a buyer on that, Primo. I got a guy that's trying to create the rainbow. DK Metcalf, Jonathan Taylor, Omar Norman Lott out of 199, and Woody Marks. So this is one thing to know about Resurgence this year. I see you, Jasco. There will be shield cards in that. Which is going to make that very, very interesting product. Breece Hall, Ricky Pearsall, Murray and Mayfield, and Tyleek Williams. Mike Evans, Debo Samuel, Herbie, and Gabriel. Jefferson, Collins, Herbie, and Hairston. What is 2026 composite? So, Paul, Topps has done composite in the past, but now they've got licensed product. So what composite is, or what it was in the previous years anyways, was a mixture of their products. So they'd have like Topps Chrome Black, or Topps Chrome. Like all of that stuff would be in a composite box. Jerry Judy. I don't know if they're changing from that or not, but that's what it was in the past. Horn, Drake London, and Jack Besh. Kind of like Chronicles was for Panini. Similar to that, where you had a whole bunch of the different styles in it. Tua, Gonzalez, Waddle, and Higgins. Williams, Pitts, Ward and Williams, and Caleb Johnson. Jordan Love, J.J. McCarthy, Cortland Sutton, and Gunnar Helm. Dexter Lawrence, Brock Purdy, Caleb Williams, and Mike Green. And James Cook, DeAndre Swift, Cortland Sutton, and Trevor Achan. And that bees that. Well, that was a pretty good break to end the day. Ben, no TBs apparently. He didn't want to come out to play today. All right, let's do a recap of this, which was actually very, very good on these cards right here. I'm going to do a recap on this break. This was my last one of the day, you guys. I'm going to get back on tomorrow morning. No one will be on at 238 Cards tonight, but I'll be back on in the morning. And I'll be a year older. Recap time. Omar Norman Lott out of 199. Garrett Campbell out of 99. Tyler Warren. Scattaboo. Burrow. Maxwell Harrison. Jackson Dart. Shadur. Taylor. Ward. Thank you, King. Appreciate you. Thank you. Styled. Appreciate you, Bush. Parsons, Jackson Smith, and Luther Burden. We got Joe Burrow, Matt Stafford, Purdy out of 199, Henry, Ferguson out of 99, Waddle first on print out of 75. Thank you, Chris Saxon. Keon Coleman, Jackson Smith out of 299, Puka, Dowdle out of 150, Waddle out of 150, Drake London, Milroe, Johnson out of 50, Lambjack out of 75, Jackson Dart out of 150, Tesla, Hertz and Brown out of 25. Appreciate you. No, Nick, this is it. Tyler Shuck on 75. I don't think that card gets appreciated enough. That thing is nasty. CeeDee Lamb 9 out of 10. Ashton Genty 49 out of 50. Bryce Young 74 out of 99 on the Solar Flare signatures. Tet on the Supernova. Mike Evans first on print out of 10 on the auto. And then we also had the Cam Ward Ivory auto out of 50. Pretty good break to end our Sunday. Thanks, Nick. You guys enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I'll be on in the morning. I won't go for all day, but we're gonna do a few in the morning. I'll try. Maybe I'll come up with something different, or I don't know. Maybe we'll do that again. I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna stop YouTube